No. Take out the velvet sheet and mattress and then spread it on. In the heat of the moment, baby, we could just get it on. I ain't come here to play. Listen what me say. Tell me right a word. You don't know.
I've been really trying, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, sugar, come on.
Miss her.
Come on.
Girl,
let's get it on.
Why you got me in this waiting zone? Girl, you got me turning to stone.
Let's get it on.
Oh, you want to keep me in this zone when I just lay down me tag a bone.
Let's get it on.
Why you got me in this waiting zone? Girl, you got me turning to stone.
Let's get it on.
Oh, you want to keep me in this zone? I ain't gonna leave you alone.
We're all sensitive people with so much to give. Understand me, sugar.
That's right, check it out, B.
Since we got to be, let's say,
what up?
I love you.
That's right, you gotta say.
There's nothing wrong with me loving you, baby, don't not at all.
So why you afraid?
And giving yourself to me could never be wrong. If the love is true, oh baby,
Miss her.
don't you know how sweet and wonderful life can be?
You don't know that sweetness is all about.
Now I'm asking you, baby, to get it on with me.
I'm not asking you twice, but right now I'm asking you now.
I ain't gonna worry, I ain't gonna push, I won't push you, baby. So come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Stop beating around the bush.
Girl,
let's get it on.
why you got me in this waiting zone? Then you got me turning to stone.
Let's get it on.
Oh, you want to keep me in this zone when I just lay down me tag a bone.
Let's get it on.
Like you want me dead and come back on this face of this earth like a clown.
Let's get it on.
Oh, you want to keep me in this zone when I just lay down me tag a bone.
Don't go changing, trying to please me. Never let me down before. No, no, don't imagine.
Bruce Wayne. Bruce.
I don't see you anymore. I will not leave you. Times of trouble never would have come this far. No, no, I couldn't love you any better. I love you just the way you are. Oh, to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. Oh, what will it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? I will not leave you. Times of trouble never would have come this far. No, no, I took the good times. I'll take the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are. Oh.
It's all about you.
It ain't fine sunshine most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. slow, don't you know? I keep working my way back. But I'm a Jamaican boy who's born and raised. Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself. To no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am my pride. I am said and I am lost, and I can't even say why.
Well, a pleasant good morning to each and everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Titans of Democracy right here on the street 919 FM. Ooh. Let me thank the Heavenly Father for bringing me here safe and sound. A pleasant good morning going out to my lovely wife and children. Good morning, Mom, Dad, Auntie Edith, Auntie Cindy, Auntie Lenora, Mommy Agatha. A pleasant good morning going out to the lovely Miss Sharon, Felix, and her entire family. Good morning to you, all our callers, all our listeners, to all of our viewers online. For those of you that are locked on via whatever mechanism that you are, it's always good to have you guys on the inside with us. Let me also say a pleasant good morning going on to the management and staff for the street 919 FM. Good morning to Mr. Iwer George and his entire family. Caller, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, my brother. How are you doing this morning?
Great. Morning.
Well, let me tell you something now. I didn't really want to ask you that question, you know. I could tell by the music that you're playing, you know.
Feeling great this morning. Great.
Yeah, man. And how the weather is like on your side?
Well, I had some rain this morning and I see it stopped, so I know what good and happen for the rest of the day if I will get some more rain.
Oh,
over on your side.
The weather just mellow, man.
All
just
right.
mellow. It's not no rain really, but you know you have a nice little chilly breeze that the human body like to have.
Yeah, boy, that breeze,
breeze. That nice little chilly breeze that you could come out and enjoy in the morning. That's what we have there.
Yeah, man, nice.
And just say, well, let me touch base with you to say good morning to you, good morning to Sharon, to all the callers, management and staff, to all my contractors, friends who don't call me. Good morning to you. You're laughing for my brother.
You just talk it like it is, or not? Just can't vex with you, know.
No, I tell you, I really know.
Yes.
I really, that's how I does. That's how I is.
And that's
you know, so I just take it in the vibe and watching the politics.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So, you know, let me give somebody else opportunity, and probably I will come back in with a bang.
Yeah, man. No problem.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah, my brother. Take care.
Yeah.
342-081-771-1791-466-5391. If you're calling from the US and anywhere abroad, or even your Magic Jack at home, 718-874-3860. Caller, good morning.
A blessed good morning to you, Bruce.
Good morning, my dear. How are you this morning?
I am good, thanks.
Very nice.
I want to thank Almighty God for another day that He has blessed us with. Good morning, Sharon. Traveling mercies, I ask on your behalf. And good morning to your entire family. Good morning to all the callers and listeners. Good morning to my family. Remy, good morning. And are we yet alive this morning to see each other's face? Glory and praise to Jesus' name for His redeeming grace. For He has preserved us by His power divine to full salvation near. Again, in Jesus' name we join. And in His sight we do appear. Bruce, we need more prayers. Too much evil on the land.
Yes.
Fighting with principalities and powers and spiritual wickedness in high places. This morning I want to send blessings and love to Mother Jennifer, Mother Ann, Leader George and his wife. Good morning to my darling Miss Thomas, Miss Angie Lover, good morning. Miss Mommy Sauce, morning. And good morning to Miss Toronto, all Carols, and Anne in Long Circular. Good morning. Thanks for the time, Bruce.
Yes, my dear.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Mother. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Miss Sharon. She reaches.
No, not yet. She's on her way, though.
Okay, then. Good. First thing I have to say, I had to call and give me peace early. Yesterday morning, the station broke down right down until 10 past 7. It came back on, but you all had already gone.
Oh, okay.
What came to my mind, with this election going around, the campaign, there are some people that I heard according to the news, this gentleman can't do any campaigning because of the COVID. How somebody wants to take control of a country, to manage a country, and to run a campaign, you can't do it because of a disease. So if they were to be the manager or the prime minister of a country and this COVID had come down on us, what would have happened to us? And they want to be prime minister of a country. And Bruce, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think I have understand what you're
Yeah,
saying.
because somebody want to go up to be a leader of this country, but now I hear they saying they can't do any campaigning because of the COVID. They had everything in place. So they would have run and leave her. So you see how good is Dr. Rowley is to keep us going straight and to be around all the time with this COVID. So we have to thank God and help him and pray for him every day. Of course, my prayers will be going out earlier than talking to you all. Okay?
Yes, my dear.
All right, so you take care of that, all right?
Yes, he's doing good. He's doing good.
Okay, then.
Yes, take care.
Right,
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Brucey.
Hey, lover, morning. How you doing?
I'm great after God, man.
Nice, nice.
Morning to you, morning to Sharon, wherever she may be this morning. Morning to Mr. and Mrs. Gibson. Blessed morning to you all, Miss Anne in the Philippines. Morning, Miss Monica. Blessed morning to you, my darling. I hope you have a wonderful day. Everybody, all of Tobago, Mrs. Crosby, Mrs. Rowley, good morning, Maria Lyons, morning, and all my dear friends, including my son, Aaron, morning. Oh, he spent the weekend down here with me. That was so good. Oh, God, this is a show the boy big. Ooh, Lord, you're like a giant, height and size, just like you.
Oh, gosh.
Morning to Aaron, darling. You know your mommy loves you. All the time I just have to give that special love because, he distance away.
Yes, yes.
The rest of them here see me every day, they think, So all my grandchildren love them. Bad morning to you all and my children, the rest of them here morning. All my sources, morning. Zena, morning to you, love. Morning to Manu. Morning to Deep South. Rowley Jr., Barataria, the whole Titans clan. Morning, everybody. I can't call everybody name now, but all they know everybody special in their own way. So,
yes, my dear.
Bruce, you have a wonderful morning and now leaving home.
Okay. You too. Take care.
Yes, okay.
Caller, good morning.
Good
morning, Mrs. Gloria. How are you this morning?
I'm great after God. I want to speak to Psalm 9. We can go so we can accept to see this day.
Yes.
I thank you, God, with all my heart. I recite your marvels one by one. I rejoice and exalt in you. I sing praise to your name, Most High. My enemies are in retreat, stumbling, perishing at you as you confront them. You have upheld the justice of my cause from the throne where you sit as righteous judge. You have checked the nations. You have crushed the wicked. Blotted out their name forever and ever. The enemy is finished. In everlasting reign, you have overthrown cities. Their memory has perished. See, God is enthroned forever. He set us through for judgment. He's going to judge the world in justice and pronounce a true verdict on the nation. You see, I want to say good morning to everybody. You see Wendy Mark yesterday?
No, girl, and somebody called me and told me the mark play.
I give all of the mark.
I had to ask Sharon if she played that this morning.
Well, I tell all the kids, Miss Dina call and say, oh God, the lady say, no, see, I went and I played, I win it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got $175 for the thing, 55 to 1, I put a little $5. No, serious, I tell only that, and somebody say, oh gosh, Gloria, you're getting mark here. Right? And I don't really play, but it was so confronting, you know, every 30. I tell all the 30s, and then I say, and we would play picture and really get it out my Mano, good morning, blessings to everybody, to Bizu, Miss Crosby, Mr. Rowley, and Mr. Asher, all our members, titans of democracy, and Lucy. Let me tell you something. You know, Iwer, Miss Gloria, you hear? Tell them, I'm 12:55, darling. I hope you feel better. All my friends. Catholic radio, gosh, I will call her. She listens to her, you know, she's from Valencia. Brucey, thank God Daddy's feeling better. And it's pray. Spread the love, man, morning, everybody. God bless you, Mama Sharon. Love you all and look on and listening.
Love
okay, Brucey?
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Caller, morning.
Lucy, as we talk about that, somebody called me and told me about that yesterday too, yes?
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. Anyway, let me say good morning to Auntie Molly down there in Labre and to Mr. Kirk and his beautiful wife. A blessed morning to you all. Have a beautiful day. In Jesus' name.
Yes,
right?
my dear.
Go on, huh?
Yes.
On the road now.
All right, then. Take care.
Yes.
Caller, good morning. You have a few seconds. Talk to me.
Good morning to you, Bruce.
Hey, my brother. How you doing?
Reaching safe. Morning to Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the titans of democracy. It ain't easy get to do, my brother.
I know.
Mado, Mommy small shack lady, and God.
Yes, my brother. So at this time, we go to pay some bills. When we come back, we're going to get into the papers for today. The 9th of July, 2020. The week is almost over. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM. Street TV, the titans of democracy. We'll be right back.
It's all about you.
LA's fine sunshine most of the time.
They talk. You talk. Come talk with us. On the Street 919 FM.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector.
We ain't making no dosage mistakes.
Hallelujah. Protector.
I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell on you.
Protector.
Because we don't give a damn about sacrifice. We just know the politicians say things will be nice.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector. Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage. The Trinidad and Tobago General Elections 2020 is here on the street, 919 FM.
I have advised Her Excellency the President to dissolve this Parliament at midnight tonight. Nomination day, Madam Speaker, would be Friday, 17th of July, and polling day would be August 10th, 2020.
And the street 919 FM is proud to defend the nation yet again for another general election.
Tune in daily to hear your candidates and supporters live on the only station that gives you a platform for expression.
This is the General Elections 2020 on the street 919 FM.
Real talk from real people
on real issues that affect you.
No one talks politics like us. From the Parliament to the Promenade. This is the 2020 General Election in Trinidad and Tobago. Right here on Street 919 FM, the home of the 2020 General Election.
I wish all my colleagues in this house a safe, happy, enjoyable, productive campaign.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Oni Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
Hi there, I'm Lester Sublal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
The Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James is now on the street at 919 FM every Sunday from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday. The Bible says the Gospel of the Kingdom shall be preached in all the world as a witness to all nations, and then the end shall come. For more info, call 652-0924 or 298-4540 and join us every Sunday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. Monday for the Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio.
Here's your opportunity to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly and guests as they lead in worship ministries of the Word and Prayer. That's every Sunday at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to midnight on the street 919 FM, where we deal with today's issues from a biblical perspective. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. You'll be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Your life and family will never be the same. You are welcome to visit our website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Like us on Facebook. Your financial support will be greatly appreciated. Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank. You can contact us at 753-1113.
Talk your talk, but we don't talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
Hey, just in case you didn't know, every morning on the Street 919 FM, taking Sharon and Bruce Wayne, the Titans of Democracy. That's the morning show.
And now for the reading of the daily newspapers.
So welcome back on the inside as we get ready to get into our online papers for today, Thursday, the 9th of July, 2020, and headlines in the Express at this time. Kamala writes PM. Sorry about that. Kamala writes PM, other parties agree, let in election observers. Dr. Rowley, no problem. Shooting spree, 5 shot in the east, pain and anger. So let's see what's going on the inside. Mover shooting, full pay for cops sent on leave. The 7 police officers sent on administrative leave on Tuesday following the fatal shooting of 3 men in Mover will continue to receive full pay. Opposition leader wants election observers in TNT early. Invite international observer teams and grant them exemptions to enter Trinidad and Tobago early so they can complete their quarantine and be ready to observe the... Let me get in. There is it. To observe the August 10th general election. Why all of a sudden we want observers? Husband laments absence of Commissioner of Police and Hines. A tender kiss and then goodbye. Give Lisa a chance. Okay, and who's Lisa? What is this? This was the response from a number of residents living in the Dabadi O'Meara constituency yesterday following the PNM's selection of Arima Mayor Lisa Morris Julian as its candidate in the upcoming general election. COVID-19 baby boom in 2021. A COVID-19 baby boom may be in store for early 2021, the Ministry of Health has said. Well, people who expect. Citing Guyana, Kamala calls for international election observers. Opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bisesa has called for an international observer teams to monitor the 2020 general election. We did not need that before. We have always run a straightforward and fair elections. Why all of a sudden you want observers? This is no diabolical game. The government's selective repatriation of nationals currently outside of the country is no diabolical game. Don't suspend these 7 cops. An appeal has been made for 7 of the officers who are being investigated following the killings of Joel Jacobs, Israel Morris, Clinton, and Noel Diamond in Mofa. Let me get in quickly. Right. In Mofa 2 weeks ago, not to be suspended, the appeal was made by Attorney Israel Khan SC in a press release to Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith yesterday on the issue. Khan represents these 7 officers alongside Ulrich Skerrett. Barry stuck again as blissful jets blanked. This story is 14 hours ago. Princestown MP Barry Padarat has distanced himself from... Okay, see, this was yesterday. Let down over rejection of Tiwari and Karim. The changing of the guard on the eve of the general election has left at least 1 MP and some residents of central Trinidad surprised and disappointed. And threatening, that is what I'm seeing here? And threatening to withhold their vote for the United National Congress UNC. We don't need no observers. Look what's going on inside of your party already. We need no observers. $10,000 reward to talk who killed PC Mosley. Finally free, 290 cruise ship workers go home. That's good. Gun shipment to TNT disguised as $100 gift. Settle our money demands now. 5-way election battle in St. Augustine. Arima Mayor is PNM's pick to replace Antoine. And these are some of the stories that are making way in the Express at this time. So in the Newsday, Mona slain Adana making delicious meals in heaven. COVID-19 drags Prestige Holdings second quarter profits down 257%. World Bank grants TNT US $20 million to fight COVID-19. Scotiabank makes banking easier for seniors. Teen among two shot in Tagarigua. Trafficked Venezuelan boy 8 staying with a family in TNT. Padarad planning campaign strategy virtually. Equipment rolling for San Fernando waterfront project. Excellent. Kamla demands election observers. Police on claim of brothels in Cuba. Okay. Rohan looks to alleviate Mova Junction traffic and flooding. Great. Galsing no decision yet to increase 25 gathering limit. Protesting dock workers demand wage increase. 5 shot while liming near murdered Rebel 6 home. Virtual trials are not new, says judiciary. Caribbean lagging in eliminating HIV and AIDS. Mixed views on new faces in UNC Central strongholds. And that is what you need to be concentrating on, my dear. Seek not vengeance, God is in charge. Judge aborts judge alone virtual murder trial. Body cameras for task force police. Tuesday floods destroy crops in Pinal. Abdullah, you're worth more than a 10 days walk. I don't know what that is about. And these are some of the stories making way in the Newsday. So over to the Guardian. Let's see what's going on. All right, let me see. Gangs blank Gary. Commissioner of Police, their truce is hypocrisy. Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith said yesterday that when he suggested a gun amnesty for gang leaders on Tuesday, he said so sarcastically, knowing they would neither turn in their weapons nor call any real truce. Couva North wants explanation on Ramona's exclusion. Kamuto still vexed. While there are concerns by Couva North constituents about the UNC's replacement for MP Ramona Ramdial, the area's executive is working with new candidate Ravi Ratiram. Friend of domestic violence victim after first lash run. Onela's husband upset at snub from Commissioner of Police in Hines. Sinanan over 200 million spent on shelved road plans. Guyana opposition wins CCJ election appeal. Commissioner of Police, their truce is hypocrisy. Ministry monitors airborne COVID-19 transmission. Rohan claims early demerit point system success. 4 local government heads in national race. PNM UNC candidates hit central streets. Kamla, PNM supporters being let into country. How she know that is PNM supporters being let go? What the hell I just be hearing here? How you know that is PNM supporters being let into the country? Is that one of the criteria to be let in the country? They ask you what is your political affiliation? Muslims threaten legal action against Young. Guyana's opposition party wins appeal. That is what they want the observers for. For us to be going through this appeal with the results. Sandy Grande man charged with fraud granted $80,000 bail. Ho-Choi Charles urges Tobagonians to choose wisely at the polls. Inshan Ishmael still to confirm his run for St. Augustine. Ariman environs without pipe-borne water on Friday. And 4 wounded in a Ruka shooting incident. So these are the stories that are making way in the Guardian, the Newsday, and the Express at this time. Caller, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you again, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, my brother.
You know, before Dr. Kid Rowley called this election, everybody, all them UNC activists, call a election, now the man call election. I hear some of them balling now, they said put off the election because people can't come in the country to vote. I want to ask Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, is only UNC people that out of the country now that they want to come in?
Well,
how you could declare? Well, Bruce, how she could declare that PNM people coming in to get a vote? They have a label on the forehead, or? You understand?
I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Bruce, what's man? They're calling now for observers. And the real thing to observe, they're not observing it. Look inside the UNC.
Well, there is.
Yeah?
I say, well, that is just it. Look at what's going on there.
Look at what's going on. Right now, the infighting in the UNC is so bad that they're threatening to withhold the vote. You understand? And Bruce, let me say something this morning. They say, you see, when, I'm not saying if, but when you hear the UNC lose this general election coming here, you and I and everybody will sorry for Kamala Prasad-Bissessar. Because they talk about they will treat Patrick Manning bad. You will be sorry, Bruce, to hear the things and what they will do to that lady after this general election. She was expecting it to the last election before, that is why she leave everybody and jump on the chopper and run back to Trinidad. But you see, this loss here, this is Ms. Prasad-Bissessar's career well done in politics after this loss in this general election here.
I feel so.
I know so. That is it. You will surprise to see the people who will be against that lady now in the public. I mean, they're against her now internally.
Yeah, well, look at some of the stories that I read this morning. People complaining they want to know why certain people not there, why they didn't choose certain people, all this kind of thing. So it don't start already.
Well, boy, let me tell you one time, bringing advisors and observers for your own party, yes? Which I go and I look down and listening.
Yeah, my brother. Still have advisors. Caller, good morning.
Bruce, as soon as Deep start to talk, we off the air again.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know what's going on, huh? Okay.
All right. I will check and see what's happening with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
buddy.
Yeah. Caller, good morning.
Yes, good morning to my brother, Bruce Wayne.
Hey, morning, my brother. What's up?
Yeah, I good after good. And good morning to my sister Sharon. And, Dr. Rowley, the dead, you see when you call him wolf. Come on, them, come on, them, dancing. They just spelling anything out there and hoping that they go stick, you know. When you're calling wolf, they're calling for the election come on them like a thief in the night. They're now trying to hustle to put things together and lying to the population. People have to understand that is a lying bunch of people. They always say, they want to say that Dr. Rowley doesn't lie, but she's the queen of lies. And then I listening to them very attentively, and the people have to be careful. Anytime they make a miss and put that woman in power, that border open, that is it, you know. She's not playing, you know, because I hear a woman saying yesterday that she will support the UNC. She will work with the UNC because she wants a 10 days, she wants a CPAP contract. And that is only a promise to you. Then sure you're going to get that? Just as when you reach 60, you're going to get that pension at 60. That was a misprint. And it's African saying that, African people saying that when they will learn, Bruce, when some of us will learn, when some of us, not all, will learn that these people are dangerous people. They don't play around danger. When they see danger, mark up, they pass far from it. And they are dangerous people to this country. Have a blessed morning.
Thank you. But anytime you have a manifesto and then you could come after the fact and still say to the people that it was a misprint. Wow. Caller, good morning.
Bruce, good morning to you, my dear.
Good morning, my dear. How are you this morning?
Good. Thank God to see another day.
Very nice.
What happened? Sharon off today?
No. She's on her way.
Okay, Bruce. I want to say to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, this is a very serious election. You see all the other election at past, Bruce, this is a serious election. You know that, right?
Yeah, yep.
I don't know why she wants to bring observers. The last election, she wanted to bring in observers also, you know, Bruce. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why when coming to them, she wanted to bring observers. But, Bruce, the person they're setting up, the UNC person they're setting up in Lobry, that person went up on 2 occasions as an independent candidate.
Oh,
and that gentleman was shot already. I think his name is already mentioned, Victor Roberts or something like that.
Okay.
Yes, that's the person going to down the south for Lobry. You understand me? Those they not totally messed. Those I'm waiting to see the member of parliament for Princess Song arrive. That is all I can say to the people trying to do. But I know this election is a very serious election.
Yes, it is.
We have no more to kill and all this sort of thing, you know, Bruce, you understand me?
Yeah.
But we have to do what we have to do. Good morning to my Prime Minister and a member of his cabinet. Bruce, have a good one. I'll call back to you.
You too, my dear. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, Bruce, good morning.
Morning.
Bruce, they want what happened in Venezuela to happen here. They're hoping now that the Prime Minister will say did not bring in the international observers. So then they could say the election was rigged. Understand? And to hope all the negative they talk about the Prime Minister here when he meeting the people in Venezuela that Trump and then we'll see they're not accepting the results of the election. That's how they're moving, you know. Because they're desperate, understand, and they realize that they're under pressure. They're not going to win the election. So looking for confusion, just like in Guyana, because they had part of who in Guyana, you know. So that's the whole thing about it. These people are wicked. You know what they say? I'm watching some little Africans on the TV with this one from Tobago, who gave black people pressure when she was in the house, in the apartment, Jolene John, and talking about how she helped them to plan this and to plan that and to plan the other. They're doing all kind of things, you understand, to influence the mind of the young African youths outside of there. And I hope that they understand is games that these people are playing. All these people are doing is looking for power, because when they was in there, you know what they did? They put their people in pensionable government positions, and they give African people contract 3-year contract work. So at the end of the day, if they had won election also, they would say, well, this is the end of the contract. It's up. But as they lose the election and the PNM coming out, it look like if the PNM, you understand, stop people from working, but they're 3-year contract. I know Alex was saying these wicked people they call it union leaders. This one is that and them for them evil, you know. I listen to them for them talking about it. All of a sudden, you understand, they're looking, you understand, for money from the government for the workers. Under Kamala Prasad, Mr. Government, that negotiation with the settler, they never asked for a cent. And as soon as the government changed, everybody wanted the money. I watched them. It has some of them who had contract on the boat, have business on the boat, you know, wanted them from the union, you know. So they're looking to get back into that. So they're coming out down on the government and say, we want this and we want this and we want the other. They're wicked and they don't care what they work because they're self-service. What's happening to them? Have a good day, my brother.
Thank you, my brother.
So Trinidad and Tobago, I'm here. Let me say good morning. Yeah.
Hello.
2.
It's 2?
Yeah.
Okay, but I have to push up high, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ain't good now. I raise up. Right.
You raise up the main.
Yeah.
So now I hear too loud.
No, that good.
You say that good?
That good. This low.
You should hear this in my
Well,
ears.
it's low by me.
Well, raise up yours. I teach you how to raise up yours.
No, but I don't know. Hold on, callers. That's not so loud, man, Bruce.
This lady I come
around. All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, I'm here. Let me say good morning. It's 6 a.m. And, yeah. Yeah. And we're about to go to the 6 a.m. headline news. Good morning to everyone. All protocols observed. Thank the Lord for reaching here safe and sound. Waking up in the land of the living. Good morning to every single one of you. My family, your family, everybody. Right. Going to get the news sponsored by Green Dot Limited. right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. And again, let me send my morning greetings to all. I'm coming down the road and I'm listening to Bruce reading the papers. And before I really go into what I want to read, I want to read this and remind you. Guyana election dispute. CCJ upholds PPP appeal. Guyana's political stalemate has been resolved, at least for now. This comes after the country's final appeal court, the Caribbean Court of Justice CCJ, yesterday upheld an appeal filed by the country's opposition, the People's Progressive Party PPP, over a previous ruling by Guyana's Court of Appeal. The court overturned a ruling of the country's appeal court delivered on June 22nd, as well as a decision by the country's chief elections officer, Keith Lownfield, to invalidate 115,000 votes. This, in effect, indicated that the then ruling party, the APNU, AFC, was voted back into office. The effect of yesterday's ruling is that the way has now been cleared for the PPP's presidential candidate, Ifran Ali, to be declared the new president of the South American country. Guyana's general election was held on March 2nd, but up to yesterday evening, no winner had been declared. But this is not the end of the battle. After Ali has been sworn into office, the APNU plus AFC still has the option of filing an election petition at the High Court to challenge his appointment. Election process went on too long. In its ruling at the court in Port of Spain, CCJ President Justice Adrian Saunders said the election process has gone on for too long. He said the 7 judges who sat on the appeal, including himself, unanimously agreed that the ruling of the country's appeal court was null and void and of no effect. Justice Saunders said the court could not be oblivious to all that transpired in Guyana since December of 2018, when the motion of no confidence was passed against the APNU plus AFC government. The issue that was being challenged was whether Guyana's Court of Appeal had the jurisdiction to hear and determine a motion filed by private citizen Eslyn David, in which it was being asked to interpret the constitutional meaning of the term more votes cast in Article 177(2)(b) of the country's constitution. The court had interpreted the term to mean more valid votes are cast in relation to the election held on March 2nd, 2020. Now I read that for you this morning, for you to get a gist. And I want to play a little mind game with you this morning. So, after reading this, I want to read this. PNM, no problem with international observers. Prime Minister, well, PNM. Prime Minister, no problem with international observers. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said he has no problem with having international observers in Trinidad and Tobago for the August 10th general election. He was responding to the call of opposition leader Kamla Persad Bissessa for foreign observers to come to monitor the poll. Dr. Rowley said he also has no hesitation in saying that at the end of the day, he is certain that they, the observers, would conclude that our elections was conducted free and fair and free from fear. However, the Prime Minister said he had no doubt that notwithstanding this, the opposition leader would find some nonsense to run to the courts with just the results are not in her favor, just like she did the last time in 2015. This is her style, he said yesterday. He also said Prasad Bisesa is hell-bent on sullying the good name of Trinidad and Tobago. Every opportunity that the leader of the opposition gets to sully the country's name, she uses it, and significantly where general elections are concerned, he said. He said in 2015, elections was very well run. That didn't stop the leader of the opposition from spending years in the court, making all kinds of wild allegations against the integrity of the Elections and Boundaries Commission, EBC, objecting not on the ground that people were prevented by voting, but on the grounds that the commission had bent over backwards to facilitate the electorate, he said. Dr. Rowley said this matter went all the way to the appeal court, where the opposition leader sought to get seats won by the PNM People's National Movement declared in her favor and to overturn the results of the election. I have absolutely no doubt that she would do the same thing again and worse in this 2020 general election when the PNM defeats the UNC, United National Congress, the Prime Minister said. He said when the election results are in the opposition leader's favor, everything is fine. The processes are fine. The systems are fine. The Elections and Boundaries Commission did a good job, and the country is in order. Once the election results displeases her, she creates work for the court. What does that say about her character? He asked. No problem. That being my understanding and expectation of her behavior, I have no problem in having observers come to Trinidad and Tobago, and for the 9th time, they would leave confirming that our elections are free and fair and free from fear, and that of the EBC is an institution of which the nation can be proud. Notwithstanding all the attempts of Mrs. Prasad Bisesa and the UNC to sully the names of officers in that commission and the work of the commission, he said. Only recently I heard one of the umpteenth, oh gosh, so they spell it, of the umpteenth time members of the UNC on its platform calling the name of the chief election officer, Francis Coop, lying to the country, and they attempt to sully the name of this professional public servant. Trinidad and Tobago, I want to stop there because I'm watching the time counting down, and we'll be back. Don't shift your dial.
They talk. You talk. Come talk with us. On the street. 919 FM. Get interactive with the street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisesa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
What are you sleeping on? Did you know that you may be sleeping on dead skin cells, dust mites, and bodily fluids? Do you suffer with aches, pain, stiffness, and other sleep disorders? Studies show that you should replace your mattress every 7 to 10 years for better health, better support, and a better night's sleep. Visit a sleep center today at Quartz and find the perfect mattress for you. Quartz, bringing value home.
Too much trouble in your TikTok? Switch to B-Mobile. For always on 4G LTE. Get a free 30-day trial with free 25 gigabytes of data, free WhatsApp, free talk, free text, and more. Plus, get 50% off your next 3 months. Check us online or in store.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector.
We ain't making no total mistakes. Hallelujah.
Protector.
I'm going to tell on you. 'cause we don't give a damn about sacrifice. We just know the politicians say things will be nice.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector, streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage. Sleeping time. The Trinidad and Tobago General Elections 2020 is here on the street 919 FM.
I have advised Her Excellency the President to dissolve this Parliament at midnight tonight. Nomination day, Madam Speaker, would be Friday, 17th of July, and polling day would be August 10th, 2020.
And the Street 919 FM is proud to defend the nation yet again for another general election.
Tune in daily to hear your candidates and supporters live on the only station that gives you a platform for expression.
This is the General Elections 2020 on the Street 919 FM.
Real talk from real people
on real issues that affect you.
No one talks politics like us. From the Parliament to the Promenade. This is the 2020 General Election in Trinidad and Tobago. Right here on Street 919 FM, the home of the 2020 General Election.
I wish all my colleagues in this house a safe, happy, enjoyable, productive campaign.
It's so long we're home. I have run out of clothes. I'm waiting for the Fab India Expo to open.
Well, they're actually open already.
Finally. I was waiting for them since March.
And yes, I agree. I've been craving for the Indian food from Tandoori King.
I'll have dinner at Dosa's Diner, and I'll have dessert at Nanu's Kulfi.
Listen, we could now dine in their food court area.
All you think about is food, huh? But I can shop there. I have to buy some shalwar and matching jewelry and shoes. You know.
They also just added 5 more vendors with all new goods.
When are they starting?
What?
Fab India Expo, of course.
The Fab India Expo is open opposite the Medford gas station in Shogunas. Check us out today.
Sorry, faster speed is not in service.
4G LTE speeds not there for you? Port your number to B-Mobile's always on 4G LTE and try 30 days of free data. Free WhatsApp, free call, free text, free web browsing, and free roaming data. Check us online or in store.
Yo, this is a Big Mike, not the mass man, the health man. Are you one of the 40 million people suffering with joint issues like rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis? Well, you are listening to the right ad. You have the ailment, we have the remedy. Call us now on 288-8301 or 346-2612.
Don't forget to tune in right here on the Street 919 FM every Wednesday from 10:05 a.m.
Performance, beat all talk.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday right here on the Street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
Join Wayne Delamore on Wednesdays from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. right here on the Street 919 FM.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
Here's your opportunity to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly and guests as they lead in worship ministries of the Word and Prayer. That's every Sunday at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to midnight on the Street 919 FM, where we deal with today's issues from a biblical perspective. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. You'll be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Your life and family will never be the same. You are welcome to visit our website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Like us on Facebook. Your financial support will be greatly appreciated. Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank. You can contact us at 753-1113.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
Unstoppable means nothing holding you back. True mobile freedom. No buffering in your binging. No pauses in your playlists. No lag in your live streams. More instant in your Instagram and more blazing in your browsing. Unstoppable means unlimited speed. Introducing TNT's biggest mobile data plans ever from B-Mobile. More data, more speed, and more value. And always on super fast 4G LTE all the time. Visit us online, in-store, or call us on 824-8788 to level up your mobile plan today.
Better vision for your physical eyes, and through the eyes of faith, let healing arise in your mind, body, and spirit. At Natural Heal Ministries, we teach kingdom principles for living that brings the blessing of God to your mind, body, and soul.
NHM Professional Associates are located at number 10 Moody Stewart Street, Monrepos, San Fernando. For more info, contact Dr. Desmond Phillip at NHM on 349-3494.
NHM Professional Associates can be heard live on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 9:05 to 9:55 a.m.
Come talk with us.
Realest news, hard talk,
Real talk on the street, 919 FM.
So Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. And where did I stop?
By somewhere.
Furthermore.
Yeah, right.
Right. So Trinidad and Tobago, if you're now tuning in, we would have read Guyana election dispute CCJ upholds PPP appeal, and now we're reading Prime Minister no problem with international observers. So I would have read half of this story, almost 3/4 of this story before we went on the break. So to continue the story, furthermore attempting to make any comparison between us and Guyana is for purposes best known to her in unwarranted because we do not exist in similar circumstances. Let me read this again. I want people to understand why I read the Guyana story first. Furthermore, attempting to make any comparison between us and Guyana is for purposes best known to her is unwarranted because we do not exist in similar circumstances. Rowley said the PNM had been in touch with the Commission, which has given the party its confirmation that it is ready in all ways to conduct a national poll. Furthermore, he said the Chief Medical Officer has told the country that the Health Department has laid down protocols and is communicating with the EBC to ensure that these protocols are met. Everybody is of the view that all the requirements for a proper poll to be conducted are in place, he said. Prime Minister Kamala laying the groundwork for explaining defeat. The Prime Minister said the opposition leader is laying the groundwork for explaining her defeat when it comes about on August 10th by seeking to cast aspersions on the EBC on Trinidad and Tobago's conduct of an election and the legitimacy of the duly elected government. She has already picked a team of kindergarten people to vote for her as opposition leader. Callers and listeners, viewers, I hope you taking notes so when we open the lines, we can have a proper discussion on this whole matter today. She has already picked a team of kindergarten people to vote for her as opposition leader when she gets defeated. That mission having been accomplished, She has turned her gaze to the EBC to explain the UNC defeat on August 10th, he said. Dr. Rowley said in order to ensure that does not happen in the way that the opposition leader wants it to happen, he will ask CARICOM and the Commonwealth whether they are interested in sending observers. He said once they answer in the affirmative, he would indicate to them that the observers will be required to arrive in the country during the week of July 19th so that they can be quarantined before the election and come out of quarantine in time to observe the election and the actual poll. To protect the country from Kamla Prasad Bisesa, I will ask CARICOM and the Commonwealth to send observers. I want to ask this morning, what did you make of the two stories that I read today, this morning? I want you to tell me before I say anything on that. Call us on 342-0081, 771-1791.
466-5391. And if you're calling from the US and anywhere abroad, 718-874-3860.
I find your mic real.
This one that was...
It have real, what's call it? Treble.
Heights in the bingy.
Heights. Caller, good morning.
Sharon and Bruce, good morning.
Morning.
Sharon and Bruce, maybe because you know what you did the last time. Maybe because you know what you did the last time, you're planning to come up for this time. Because we had a lot of dead people vote the last election, and in the marginal seats, we had Maxi Taxi shuttling people. But we don't even know where these people are coming from in the marginal seats. So maybe we know what we do the last time. And we know what went on in Ghana. That's why we planning to come out to show this kind of sing this song right now. Because why we want the border to open up we interested in our border opening one time before election. Maybe because we have the intention to bring in certain individuals to vote in the marginal seats. And we're crying wolf right now because we want it to happen. We know what we do. So we know where it is the intention. So we crying wolf for good to run right now. Have a blessed day.
Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning Sharon. Morning Bruce.
Morning.
Sharon, if you all can remember, way back in 2015, there, we had a problem with getting the date for the election, the time for to call the election had passed, and 3 months after, and a couple of days, our election eventually called when it was the constitutional time has been exhausted. I remember Dr. Rowley saying that he will call the election when it's constitutionally due. So there's no excuse for the opposition to be so surprised that he called this election and they wasn't ready. Because from day one, they always keep talking about call election. Everything is for them to call election. Now I see they're now talking about postponing election because of people can't come into vote. These are some of the things you have to observe with this lady. So it won't pass me to see that when she loses, she take the matter to the court. And she said, don't select anybody for no ministry yet, and all kind of nonsense, a while of people. She has been a total failure from ever since the thing. And we agree with her because this was spoken on this same program that she is picking these newbies to have her around her. So when she loses the election and they call on her to step down, she'll get the newbies and them to support her so she could stay there. And before I go, the UNC2 in Tobago, they are oxymoron, boy. I see they have a thing on Facebook talking about the boat and the sea bridge in real mess up and thing there. I don't really get involved in them kind of nonsense, but I had to put in a text and ask them, as far as I see now, the sea bridge is the best ever. They talk about the hotels. I said, ask Mr. Duke. But Mr. Duke say he want no hotel, no standards and things. When he gets into the thing here, then Mr. Duke tells you all about proper governance and accountability and everything. I say, only look at PSA and tell me if all see proper governance in the PSA structure and how money is to be accounted for. And even calling the elections, he's not even calling any elections in the PSA. So I tell them that Cambridge Analytica is alive and well, and we already understand how Cambridge Analytica works. So let's careful us the second time around. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. So, I wonder if Tobago is locked on. Caller, good morning.
I'm on my Felix. Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Slowly, I'm listening to the station, Mr. Chan. Miss Felix, I see what Miss Passad is doing as gaslighting, because what she wants to put in people's mind. Because as far as I know, every election we have always have international observers, whether from the Caribbean or otherwise. PNM has always followed the democratic process. But what she wants to do is to create a situation like in Guyana. And when she loses the election 2011, she will want to have this thing tied up in court, because she will want to say something would have happened, and because her personal supporters weren't able to come back in the country because of the government's strict policy where it comes to opening the borders, and then they didn't have international observers, and who came was the PNM people. And all that nonsense, it's all about planting this thing in people's mind from now, because to them it's to win election by any means necessary. But we want to tell Alma K that this election is about leadership and saving lives. COVID-19 is a real and scary horror movie happening all over the world. We have seen where they open up the borders, and countries have to lock back the borders because of the fact the COVID-19 would have escalated. They took too long to do testings and a lot of stuff. Trinidad and Tobago under Dr. Rowley, I'll keep making this point, because persons like myself who have sinuses and those who have asthma and other respiratory problems understand the implication of COVID-19. And Dr. Rowley and Dr. Parasram and all the medical professionals and the Minister of Health would have observed the protocols of CAFA. And because of that, we are in this position where we are in, where the rest of the world are saying Trinidad and Tobago is number one in helping to keep COVID-19 on a plateau. So all that rum talk we get in and rum shock logic, I want Ms. Kamala Prasad support us to understand. You don't have to like Dr. Rowley, you could love Kamala all you want, but it's about light, because she would have said, sunlight, open the bars, punching and lime, open the borders, we will get back antibodies to fight this infection. It has not happened in Brazil, who is closer to the equator than us, and other countries. So people, this is serious. Don't get caught up in it. And to Tobago people, before I leave, I want them to ask Mr. Duke a question, because probably PSA members might have to go and repossess those roofs, you know. Because you ask him a question, did he get approval to build back PSA in South? How much money was allocated for the contractors who were supposed to build on Paradise pastures out there? Ask him if anything has been built, because the last check, the grass higher than all a week. We have seen nothing put down. Ask him if they agreed to pay the contractor $150,000 a month in order to pay off for the construction. Ask him if it's $3.something million was awarded to the contractor. Nothing in bill, we have no approval. So what is the $150,000 a month is given to the contractor for? Is it that part of the roof construction in Tobago? We are asking. People know what all they're doing, eh? Very well. I'm going.
Thank you very much, Jenny. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Sharon.
Yes.
This lady in 2015, in our no observers, Mr. Manning had observers in 2007, 2010. Now she calling for observers. Yes, we will give observers. But Watson Duke, you sit down as the president. You never had no general conference meeting. Up to now, the accounts, nobody accounts in PSA and how much we have. You understand? Why don't come out and tell us how much money PSA rent for you to be in one Woodbrook place. You understand? Tell us everything, but you ain't telling us nothing. When you did fire the workers inside a PSA, they had to go to the industrial court to get back the job, and you say you care about workers? You ain't care about no workers. If you care about workers, you would get up and see about them, but you ain't care. But all you want to do is to go around Tobago as if you is the one-eye king in blind man country, but you can't win no election. You know why you can't win no election, Watson Duke? Because I put on my guns again, I back out. This is David Tate. I back out. You can't win no blasted election.
All right, callers, and that is the views of the caller, not the radio station and the morning program host or DJ. And guys are just begging on you. You see the blasted and thing, all you keep that away now. Let me deal with the thing professionally. But David Tate is back. Good morning to you, David Tate. Caller, good morning.
A blessed morning to me, Sharon, Felix, Bruce Wayne, loyal listeners and callers, and WWW worldwide who on the internet. Miss Felix.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
It is not Trinidad and Tobago to know that the last election that she lost, she went to court, and I think it's last year or somewhere they get the judgment that it was invalid with whatever concerning the 60s now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But this is what I want to tell the population. Ms. Bissessa, you ain't tired lost. I want the population to know if they would like this to be governance. I ain't taking no 5-day weekend again, I know. I'm running the government from my office at home. You see the contracts where this government talking about the guy to have the price. Well, I'm putting on more price because just as well, now talking about a $450,000 missing from our account in PSA. The same thing could be happening. You want all the contracts to be more estimated at more money. You see the revenue authority that all you're crying for, I ain't bringing it at all because I have properties and my friends and family have properties that I don't want all you to know nothing about and I don't want to pay no tax on it. You see the $500 million, the 500 boxes, carry boxes full of money? Well, they're getting that change. And they still will be confidential. All you know who it is changed that $500 million. And you see the two friends who before the court with charges, misbehavior in public office, them getting them charges dropped. So all you elect me. And that is what all you get. But here we're going on, Ms. Sharon Felix. I would like to say this once again. Thank you very much, Dr. Rowley and his government, the cabinet, the Minister of Health, the CMO, for keeping this country safe up to this present day from the COVID-19. Because, Ms. Sharon Felix, when I love world news, because they were chat I get certain information from. And when I see what is going on the outside world, even who was making a mockery of it catch them now and hear them are taking hydrochloroquine. Please, if all they don't know what to take, let the doctors do their business. and Mr. Duke, all the callers calling for it. You see the PSA, mash up the PSA, I will always say to you, mash up the PSA. The court tell you to order the books, sanitize the list, and call an election. Up to now, you ain't talk, but you're going to be go fixing roof. Thank you very much for all you were fixing. And Ms. Sharon Felix, have a good day. Trinidad and Tobago, keep all your eyes open. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Caller, good morning.
Sharon Felix, good morning to you, my dearie.
Morning.
Sharon Felix, I noticed you're calling, not you, but your opposition leader calling observers. Sharon, how much time every election? This is about the second time election coming, you want observers. Why it is, Sharon? So what happened? We can't do what we're supposed to do, Sharon, here in Trinidad and Tobago? Hey, Sharon?
Apparently not.
So you're waiting to call, so if they say, look at, they can't really get to come in, you cause a preamble at all, the government, they want to do this and the government, oh, Sharon, we are accustomed doing this thing, Sharon, and you know we always do this thing to the best of our ability, you understand, it always runs smooth. So I don't know why the opposition should be calling for observers in Sharon Felix. Sharon Felix, all that I could say to you all, let us do what we're supposed to do, and my government, you understand, my Prime Minister, will continue to do a good job, Sharon, for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, Sharon. Sharon, your boy in Tobago, you know.
I know, I talked to him yesterday.
Yes. Wendell, Embassy, good morning to you, my dear. Sharon, you have a good one, sweetheart.
Thank you very much. I never tell Trinidad and Tobago something this morning. I hope that you understand what I read and what I said. I see Mr. Chance calling. Mr. Chance, I want to put you on hold. The ads coming up. Mr. Chance, morning.
Good morning, Ms. Felix.
Morning. I'm putting you on hold. The ads coming up.
No problem.
Right.
Please.
I particularly read the Guyana story first before I read this story for you. And there's a particular reason for doing so. Trinidad and Tobago. It was tried in 2015 election. And it wants to show its ugly head again in 2020. We'll be back. Don't shift your dial.
Let's talk on the street.
The official station that defends the nation. Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our shows.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
It's time to unfollow 2G speed. Switch to Be-Mobile and enjoy always on 4G LTE. Get a free 30-day trial with 25 gigabyte data, free WhatsApp, free talk, free text, and more. Plus 50% off your next 3 months. Check us online or in store.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector.
We ain't making no total mistakes. Hallelujah.
Protector.
I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell on you.
Protector.
Because we don't give a damn about sacrifice. We just know the politicians say things go be nice.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector. Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage. different time. The Trinidad and Tobago General Elections 2020 is here on the street 919 FM.
I have advised Her Excellency the President to dissolve this Parliament at midnight tonight. Nomination day, Madam Speaker, would be Friday, 17th of July, and polling day would be August 10th, 2020.
And the Street 919 FM is proud to defend the nation yet again for another general election.
Tune in daily to hear your candidates and supporters live on the only station that gives you a platform for expression.
This is the General Elections 2020 on the Street 919 FM.
Real talk from real people
on real issues that affect you.
No one talks politics like us. From the Parliament to the Promenade. This is the 2020 General Election in Trinidad and Tobago. Right here on Street 919 FM, the home of the 2020 General Election.
I wish all my colleagues in this house a safe, happy, enjoyable, productive campaign.
Paying for 4G and getting 2G? Come test drive always on 4G LTE. Switch to V-Mobile and get a free 30-day trial with 25 gigabyte data, free WhatsApp, free talk, and more. Plus, get 50% off your next 3 months. Check us online or in-store.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Every child is incredibly intelligent. Parents, reach higher. Be stronger. Join Olive Rice Club, producer of the IBG line of educational products, right here every Thursday morning at 11:15. Get the genius out of the children. Hear how you can work with the IBG phonic program and see your children learn at least 200 times faster. Remember, IBG guarantees rapid progress for champions to turn this nation around. It's right here on 91.9 FM every Thursday morning at 11:50. For more info, call 336-3896 or 725-READ.
Enagic change your water, change your life. Enagic water purifier, one machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair, and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to the Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to noon and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. For more information, call or WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079.
This is Pastor Charles from the Upper Room Ministry. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM every Wednesday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. for a time of prayer and intercession. I want you to know that we are going to have a TIME time in the presence of God, lifting up our nation, lifting up our families in prayer. I'm looking forward, my God, for you to join with me. Praise God, every Wednesday, praise God, praying for our nation, praying for our families, praying for our children. Join with me every Wednesday at 12 midnight. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM. God bless you.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion. More citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow,
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
We know the streets because we talk to the streets.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
All right, so Trinidad Tobago, we are back. You're listening to Titans of Democracy on the morning from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday to Friday. And we're going back to the lines to take your calls. I have Mr. Chance online holding. Thank you very much, Mr. Chance, for your understanding. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Ms. Felix. Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Titans of Democracy at home and abroad. Ms. Felix, I am in the battlefield. It's war, it's political war, and I'll tell you why. I normally have the kind courtesy from yourself and the 91.9 to be on the radio on a Sunday. That is why I'm not calling in the week, because I said I don't want to do that. But this morning, I want to crave your indulgence for me to make a comment on the 2 articles that you read. And I want to remind the people that on Sunday we are going to talk leadership. Felix has given us the opportunity to continue that talk, and we'll have another special guest. But let me talk to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. People of Trinidad and Tobago, what Ms. Felix just read is about an election. What she read is about something that happened in an election. What happened in an election is that there was so much commerce and bacchanals went to the court and to in and fro in, because people went to the polls and voted. We have that opportunity on the 10th of August to go and vote. You see, when you go and vote, you determine who will run the business of your country for 5 years. That's a serious thing, you know. So this morning, my little talk is about voting, because that is going to put all that old talk up and down to rest, hopefully. But let me say the first thing, we did something in 2015. We went out and we voted to remove a corrupt, divisive, deceptive, kleptocratic UNC in 2015. That's what we did, you know. We went out in our thousands and voted to remove them. What will cause us to bring back that same people back? That's how we vote them out. We vote them out because they were thieving, they were corrupt, they were divisive, they were deceptive. That is why we vote them out. What has changed? Nothing. Faces, youthful faces, fool the people. Nothing has changed. You know what has to change? Is your mind, not your face. Is your mind. And in my opinion, my considered opinion, being in this country for 70, I have not seen any philosophical change in the UNC. It's the same mindset. So my message to the people this morning is to vote. And this time, the last time we vote, just to remove a corrupt government, just to remove a divisive and kleptocratic government. This time you're voting to preserve your life. You're voting to depend, your vote depends on whether your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, your aji, your aja, your nanny. I'm talking across the board, you know. So I'm talking to those people in all religious persuasions. That's what you're voting for. You're not voting for red and black and alone, you know. When you put an X, you determine whether you're and you know, now the scientists are telling us that our young people are also at risk to the COVID-19 virus. That's the first reason why you're voting, you know. Before they bring our manifesto, Before they tell you how much bridge and how much school and everything will build, you have to be damn alive. People hearing me? You have to be alive first. If you're dead, you can't go to school. If you're dead, you can't drive on no road. If you're dead, you can't get no pension. If you're dead, you can't get disability grant. You're dead. My sister is dead. As soon as she died, all of that went. She didn't get some pension. She didn't get no more pension. So when you're dead, you're done. And that's what you're voting for. Because people explained just now what this lady is telling us. The next reason why you're voting for, you're voting to make sure we don't go to the IMF. I tell you why you're voting, you know. Because all those things for you is to protect you. You're not only voting for the PNM. And let me tell you when you go, why you're voting not to go to the IMF. Because this lady said that she's going to reduce all the taxes. Let me tell you something, people. Taxes is what helps the government to run the country, to keep people on jobs, to buy the things that you need for the country. They have to buy things to bring in here, to give you. So where they will get the money from if you don't have taxes? There are no countries in the world where people don't pay taxes to keep their business going.
Mr. Chance, we have to go to the break again, but just to let you know that maybe some of the $500 million missing may come back, and the dollar notes may change back to the normal paper cloth, the material, whatever you call it. The notes may come back. We're going to the break. Hold on.
We know the streets because we talk to the streets.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM. Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
The Trinidad and Tobago General Elections 2020 is here on the Street 919 FM.
I have advised Her Excellency the President to dissolve this Parliament at midnight tonight. Nomination day, Madam Speaker, would be Friday, 17th of July, and polling day would be August 10th, 2020.
And the Street 919 FM is proud to defend the nation yet again for another general election.
Tune in daily to hear your candidates and supporters live on the only station that gives you a platform for expression.
This is the General Elections 2020 on the Street 919 FM.
Real talk from real people
on real issues that affect you.
No one talks politics like us. From the Parliament to the Promenade. This is the 2020 General Election in Trinidad and Tobago. Right here on Street 919 FM, the home of the 2020 General Election.
I wish all my colleagues in this house a safe, happy, enjoyable, productive campaign.
Happy Hour is back at Jenny's on the Boulevard. This time, we're not offering 10%, but 30% off drinks. Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Get 30% off beers, Carib, Stag, Caribbean, Guinness, and Heineken. 30% off rum, White Oak, Black Label, Absolute Vodka, and Blue Vodka. 30% off cocktails, margaritas, mojitos, Jenny's, Long Island, iced tea, and daiquiris. Also enjoy 10% discount every Friday and Saturday on sushi. And guess what? Our COVID specials remain. Ask for specials on takeout. Specials include 12% off all government ministry orders, 20% off desserts. Choose from our famous Chinese-style express buffet, the American menu, burgers, ribs, and more. Italian menu, pasta, and more. Feel like dining? Our in-house dining is back. Visit Jenny's on the Boulevard today. And do not forget to ask for specials. Opening daily between the hours of 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call us today at 625-1807, 395-3757, or 488-8800. Jenny's on the Boulevard for all your Chinese, American, and Italian needs.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector.
We ain't making no dosage mistakes.
Hallelujah. Protector.
I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell on you.
Protector.
Because we don't give a damn about sacrifice. We just know the politicians say things go be nice.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector. Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Sleeping time. Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Let's talk on the street.
The official station that defends the nation.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
Come talk with us. Realest news, hard talk, real talk on the street. 919 FM.
News from the street. 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I am Sharon Felix.
And I am Jason Thomas.
And this is our 7 a.m. major newscast brought to you courtesy The Street, 919 FM and Iwer TV. In the news headlines, the opposition leader writes the Prime Minister demanding election observers. Water disruption in Arima today. Overseas,
the opposition in Guyana wins election appeal.
And now for the details. Opposition leader Kamala Prasad-Bissessa on Wednesday said she has written to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley asking that foreign observers be allowed into the country to monitor the upcoming general elections. The opposition leader cited the unsettling election issues in Guyana, saying that international election monitoring is an important mechanism for ensuring integrity. 4 months after the March 2nd general and regional elections in Guyana, a winner has not yet been officially declared amid allegations of election impropriety. Mrs. Prasad-Bissessa said as part of the CARICOM delegation that visited Guyana on March 11th, Dr. Rowley could attest to the role of international and regional observers in national elections. In other news, at a simulated exercise of a mock polling station on Wednesday, Chief Elections Officer Fern Narcis Scope said there was no law that mandates voters to wear face masks during the voting process. The exercise was held at the UTT campus at Napa in Port of Spain. She said that whilst there has been a general election acceptance of the use of masks in TNT, it is still not law. The simulation was an interactive exercise with the 41 returning officers and officials from the Ministry of Health under the principal medical officer. Also in the news, Arima and environs will be without pipe-borne water from the hours of 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. This was the word from the Water and Sewerage Authority. WASA said that this has become necessary in order to facilitate pipeline interconnection works at the Guanapo Water Treatment Plant. The areas that will be expected to be affected are north of Broadway, Illinois Gardens, Mount Pleasant, Calvary Blanchisseries, Bypass Road, Wallerfield, Matarita, Pinto, and La Retreat roads. The authority asks that customers contact its customer call center for further information at 800-4420 or 800-4426. And now for a look at overseas news with Jason Thomas.
Guyana's main opposition party and People's Progressive Party, PPP, has won its appeal seeking to resolve that country's controversial outstanding presidential election result. The judgment was handed down on Wednesday evening by the President of the Caribbean Court of Justice, Adrian Saunders. He ruled that Guyana's Court of Appeal did not have the jurisdiction to hear a case in which they interpreted Article 177 of the country's constitution and determined that more votes cast meant more valid votes are cast in a presidential election. The appeal court's decision was delivered almost 2 weeks ago. This was followed by a report from Guyana's Chief Election Officer, Keith Lowenfield, on the valid and credible votes in the election. The report struck out 25% of the votes cast and showed a victory for the ruling APNU-AFC coalition. In the judgment, the CCJ ruled that the Constitution only gave the Court of Appeal exclusive jurisdiction to interpret the Constitution to determine if a presidential candidate had the proper qualifications for the post. And that was a look at our overseas news for this morning.
Thank you, Jason Thomas. And now for a look at the weather. For the period today until midnight, Trinidad, Tobago and the remainder of the Lesser Antilles, generally sunny, hazy and at times breezy with showery spells in few areas. Occasionally gusty are expected. Night will be mostly clear and warm with a gentle breeze. There is moderate concentration of Saharan dust in the atmosphere. Persons who are sensitive to this should take necessary precautions. Seas moderate, waves up to 2 meters in open waters, less than 1 meter in sheltered areas. It is currently 32 degrees Celsius in Piarco and 32 degrees Celsius in Crown Point. And here's a recap of our headlines. The opposition leader writes to the Prime Minister demanding election observers. Water disruption in Arima today. And overseas,
the opposition in Guyana wins election appeal.
You've just heard our 7 a.m. national newscast brought to you courtesy The Street 919 FM and Iwer TV. Stay tuned for news headlines at 9. I am Sharon Felix.
And I am Jason Thomas.
Good morning.
News from the street. 919fm.com.
Sleeping time. Sleeping time. Oh, sleeping time. I was in the Lakore when somebody shout mayhem. Somebody say, brother, not today. The boss could take care of them. And in this crowd was singing loud, going to the convention. When we walk in, big screen and ting, oh Lord, what a session. In the hand was a plan and he start to jam. He hit them bam, bam, bam. Somebody say you got to like the man. He have a touch of Eric William, huh? Hallelujah. We ain't making no dotish mistake. Hallelujah. What the opposition get, they go take. Hallelujah. When I say cookie, you know what I mean. Hallelujah. Get all your broom, we sweeping this country clean. Hallelujah. We can't fail. Hallelujah. Licks in the tail. Hallelujah. Great is the B&M, it shall prevail. Sleeping time. Sleeping time. Sleeping time. One nation is one people today, a dynamic diversity. A party strong because all along we celebrate our plurality. Equality right across the board, everybody have a chance. That's why all around every place in town is Lucas leading the dance. We talking about an ultra-modern social infrastructure. Education become priority one on the national agenda. Hallelujah. We ain't making no dotish mistake. Hallelujah. So when them opposition get, they go take. Hallelujah. And when I say cookie, you know what I mean.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. And of course, from yesterday till the 9th, hopefully, of August, every morning I'm going to have guests in studio. And I have another guest in studio. Do not put on the live yet. I'm going to very, very much ask you to up the live to see. You're not, oh gosh, I say not yet. Jesus. All right. So Trinidad and Tobago, but before that I have some housekeeping to do. And of course, Eastern Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited would like to advise its members of the following change of office hours for all branches: Sandy Grande, Arima, Tunapuna, St. Joseph, Port of Spain, Shagona, San Fernando, and Tobago. Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Please note that the Bartaria branch remains closed at this time in adherence with social distancing protocol. We apologize for all inconvenience caused and encourage members to utilize call centers, online access by downloading our mobile app from Google Play Store and Android or iTunes for Apple users and or ATM link service, which are all available to maintain ample social distancing during this time. Muhammad's Bookstore. You can check out our specials on textbooks, stationery, school supplies, school uniforms, children's books, storybooks, puzzle of all sizes, and many more. You can query your book list, and get an email when your books arrive. You know that, at Muhammad's Bookstore. Bring Muhammad's Bookstore closer to you, as everything is now at your fingertips, as you can log on to our website on www.muhammadsbookstore.com. We have 5 locations nationwide. Areas include Tunapuna, San Fernando, West Moorings, Gulfview, and Port of Spain. Opening hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, and 8 a.m. to 12 noon on a Sunday. Call us today at our Tunapuna branch, 647-7355, San Fernando branch on 657-1012, West Moorings branch, 637-6551, Gulfview branch, 657-9613, Port of Spain branch, 627-3341. Like our page and follow us on Facebook, Muhammad's Bookstore, and Instagram at Muhammad's Bookstore. And the lineup for Iwer George Stage. Bruce, Iwer Stage, the series of virtual concert is on again this weekend. So this week's lineup, remember, our weekend start from Thursday here. On the 9th of July is Pan Night. Mr. Clive Telemark. On Friday, 10th July, Protector. I have to be pumped today, don't worry. We have Protector on Saturday. Okay, so Saturday, you'll get that later this afternoon, but it's surely Soca Night. And on Sunday, the 12th of July, is Comedy Cook-Up. Iwer Stage will be streaming live from Instagram at Iwer George and the Street 919 FM, Facebook Neil Iwer George and the Street 919 FM, YouTube Iwer George and Street Online Trinidad. This concert is free, but if you wish to make a donation to our guests, you're free to do so on fundmetnt.com. Don't forget to tune in and be a part of this dynamic series of concerts, Iwer George one-on-one with the artists, supported by Tuco, taking care of business through our music, Pantry and Bagel New Store, Lady Hills Avenue in San Fernando. And enjoy a brand new arcade at the Fab Indian Expo in Chaguanas. One-stop shop for the whole family. Ladies, you can shop while your husbands can take a nice, relaxing express massage at the spa, and kids can enjoy at the arcade. All in one and only Fab Indo Expo, opposite Medford Gas Station in Chaguanas. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., including weekends and public holidays. Trinidad and Tobago. I know the rat let out my story, but there ain't nothing. I'm expecting you to go on my live on Facebook, the Street 919 FM, and up the live, share the live. Yeah, share the live with your friends and family outside, inside of Trinidad and Tobago. We're also streaming on Iwer TV, all right, on YouTube, and we're also streaming on Street live stream. Who all of them saying that? What is that? Look at this one too. Come on, guys, you all need to fix this thing, man. All right? So we're streaming live on 3 different areas. You can't miss us. And we also live on the radio. Yeah? So we have in studio guests. Let me tell you all about this guest. This guest started in St. Joseph. Yes, you have to hear it. This guest worked with me. Yes. You know, I trained this guest, you know. But this guest is a true fighter. This guest is a very good friend of mine, like my brother. We work hand in hand. This guest, don't mind it, I just can't get him on the phone, and I'll beat him here this morning before he leave. Me and he here this morning. But this guest is like my brother, Trinidad and Tobago, a true soldier. This man is the man who silenced the parliament. And I'm loving it. I want to welcome to our studio Mr. Esmond Ford, the Esmond Ford, Member of Parliament for Tunapuna, and the next Member of Parliament for Tunapuna. Good morning, Mr. Esmond Ford.
Good morning to you, Sharon, Felix.
Yeah, that heavy voice when you drop it on them.
Good morning to 91.9 FM, the street listeners, and morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Today's a good day.
To say good morning to the world because we listen worldwide.
Right.
Yes.
And also morning to all on the World Wide Web. You know, we are all over the world, and it's great to be here this morning. I must say, I must thank God for, again, waking up this morning. I was listening to you all coming down in the vehicle, and, you know, some people may not have gotten up this morning.
Yeah.
So I thank God for that.
Yes.
You know, COVID or no COVID, you know, I thank God for that.
Thank you very much, man. So we're going on. I could call you Esmond because we are friends.
Yes, we are friends.
We are real good friends.
Yeah, what Sharon said actually is true. I would have started off my semi-political career in St. Joseph when Minister MP Kennedy Swartzing, we went to St. Augustine Senior Comprehensive together actually. And you know, he said he remembered how I used to marshal the troops as the house captain in St. Augustine and so on. And he said, look, he wanted nobody else to run his constituency office in St. Joseph.
And earlier he did that, eh?
You know what I mean? And I ran the office. That's where I met Sharon and Terence Yalsing and those guys.
We used to fall out that thing, you know. But a real fighter, don't give up. And always listen.
Sure.
True fighter.
That's key. That's key.
And I'm happy to have you today.
It's always a pleasure to be
here. You bring back some memories.
Yeah, those days in St. Joseph, opposite Wassa. Yeah.
Some long nights.
Yes, but I transferred it to the Puna now. Back home.
So tell Trinidad and Tobago, who is Esmond Ford?
All right, who's Esmond Ford, boy? Sometimes that could be a question you could answer in so many forms, but I'll start with saying that I believe in God, right? I must start off on that note. I have one wife, two girls, two beautiful daughters, right? They support me wholeheartedly in everything that I do. I'm married now for the last 31 years. Wow.
Ooh,
yeah, boy, 31
nice.
years. Yeah, 31 years. Right? Born and bred in Tunapuna, Fairley Street to be exact. And that's important, right? Being born and bred, you know, in the constituency where you reside, that's half your work, you know, is taken care of. Right,
because you're right there.
Because you're right there. You know, when people call, you know, you can identify the street, the particulars, and so on. I would have been educated at Tunapuna EC School, right, which again is a top school in the East-West Corridor. And then I went to the prestigious Hillview College on El Dorado Road. And then I would have did my advanced levels at St. Augustine Senior Comprehensive. And then I went on part-time to do evening classes at the University of the West Indies and so on. Was a local government councillor, 2010 to 2015, you know. I didn't say it, but the people have said it, you know, highly rated and so on.
No, you will.
And
you will. I'm giving kudos where kudos should be.
Yeah, I was thankful for that. And I think to Sharon, what happened is that as a result of the work I did as a councillor, which I think caused the People's National Movement under Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley to elevate me to be the candidate for Tunapuna in 2015.
And I must agree with that.
Yeah, you know, and I served for 5 years as a councillor, vice chairman of the Tunapuna Piaku Regional Corporation from 2013 to 2015, and then member of parliament, and of course, being given the position of deputy speaker of the house to work under the speaker, Bridget Anissa George, highly respectful, you know, lady. How is that? Again, you know, sometimes, you know, you're sitting over 41 individuals, some older than you, more experienced than you, even more educated than you, and you have to ensure that the decorum of the house is maintained. It's a tough job.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge. But, you know what I mean, I try my best to be as neutral as possible, you know, try my best to balance, because it's left side, right side, government, opposition, and you need now to be, if you want to say the referee or the judge, in order to ensure that, listen, hey, tone down, switch off your phone.
What you said to me, Kennedy said you were the what?
The house captain back at school.
So
and, you know, he saw how I used to marshal the troops.
So you're marshalling the troops?
Well, marshalling the troops, you know what I mean? So, you know, so it's, sometimes you could be, you know, between a rock and a hard place, but if I'm the deputy speaker, I have to perform as the deputy speaker.
Yes.
Because the government is watching, the opposition is watching, and most of all, you media people are also watching. So I need to do my job in a fair manner.
And a professional
In a professional manner, yeah. But it was a good experience. Something Dr. Rowley saw in me that, I don't know if it's before, because I remember at Hillview College, my principal always used to mention to me, let your voice work for you. He always believed that I should have been a lawyer. Picture me summing up in front of a judge with his voice. He believed,
no,
well, look,
You see, I have to come down, you're serious, your tone is, it's serious.
Yeah. And it's natural. And it's natural. Yeah.
And it's natural.
It's natural.
But I'm happy that you're here this morning. But let me ask you, so when the elections are won, would you go back? Would you like going back?
Well, you see,
you look good,
It's not the idea of going back. It's up to the prerogative of the Honorable Prime Minister.
If you ask, would you take the option?
Well, again, they say you must not refuse, right? And so it's a tough situation because some people believe, that you should be a minister, you could only get things done if you're a minister, but that's not true. As the Member of Parliament, I have been able to acquire so many things for my constituency in the role as a Deputy Speaker. Mm-hmm. Because people believe that if you don't have a ministry, you cannot get what you need for your constituency. And it's a fallacy. It's not really a true thing. Because I have done a lot for Tunapuna. But to answer you directly, whatever the Prime Minister decide, I will accept accordingly with God's grace.
You're a true politician. Well said.
No, man. So you're able to tell him, boss, no, I don't want that. I want Ministry of Sports. I want.
And if I don't get that, I don't want that.
I don't want to perform. No. My main aim, though, Sharon, is to ensure that the Tunapuna seat is won, right? To ensure that Tunapuna seat is won in 2020, to ensure that the PNM remains in government. That's key. That's key.
Well, Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Esmond Ford is vying for the elections carded for the 10th of August. And I would now ask Mr. Ford to share with us some of the things that he would have done in his constituency and what you think need to be more, if you need be that more things can be done and what are the things you want to do and so on. So I'm giving you the opportunity to talk to your base and you talk to your people in Trinidad and Tobago and the world this morning. Yes. And before you do that, let me say good morning to Lauren. Good morning to Mr. Chance. Okay. Good morning to your entire team listening because I know they're locked on and listening.
And surprisingly, the whole of Tunapuna, and not only Tunapuna but surrounding areas and the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, because again, in Tunapuna, I have crossed the divide. I've been able to bring all races, all religions, everyone together. That's one of my main focus that I focus on in Tunapuna,
So tell us.
Right. So basically, 2015 to 2020, it was a tough 5 years. I know it's something that a lot of people say as politicians, but as Esmond Ford, I'm saying this as Esmond Ford this morning, that it was really a tough 5 year, right? Dr. Rowley and his finance team were able to stabilize the economy. Right, we were able to stay away from the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. That's key.
Most important.
So for the 5 years we were managing, right? Yes, sometimes we were downgraded, but then we were upgraded. We were given satisfactory, fair, good ratings along the line. Again, when the finance team will talk about the intricacies of those things, but from sitting on the outside, we were able to stabilize and we were able to work. In Tunapuna, yes, things may not have started off on a fast pace, but as we moved into 2017, 2018, we were able to materialize the usual things, the road paving. I always believe things like road paving, box drains, retaining walls are things that will be done whether you use an MP or not.
Yes.
Because the Ministry of Works, Ministry of Local Government, the Regional Corporation, right, which is Tunapuna Piaka, where I'm from, they are the ones really that have the technical team to see about those things. But again, as an MP, as a councillor, you fit in to see, you prioritize and you get those roads. So we would have paved roads like Orange Grove Road. We would have paved roads like the Eastern Main Road between the Cora River Bridge down to Harinat Street, right, which was probably just about 1,000 meters of roadway, one of the worst areas in Tunapuna. And there would have been some small streets within the St. John area, the Santa Margarita area. We would have done some work in Chacarigua, Tavanot Street, some box drains, right? We would have done some work on Fairley Street. And what transpired in between all of that, right, we came down to 2020, because time really flies, this 5 year creep up on us. And then COVID stepped in, and I think that created a little slowness in the economy in terms of some of the things what would have been done. In Tunapuna, Self-Help Commission plays a big role. because we have a lot of individuals that, needed house repairs, property repairs, retaining walls. So I would say probably just over about 200 persons would have participated along those lines. CPEP companies were implemented by the CPEP company, so we were able to create some employment. Right, the URP employment is still, ongoing. Right, in order for that category of workers, we got 1 or 2 people into MTS. Right, one of the main things that I would have liked, to get done within this period would have been that link road, a bypass road that we want to carry from St. Michael Road straight across Tacarigua into Tunapuna. Right, this would minimize, a lot of traffic congestion within that Tacarigua El Dorado Road area.
Yeah.
Right, because again, within Tunapuna constituency, there are roughly 52 schools, 38 churches.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
52 schools, 38 churches. So the congestion is really heavy. But when I spoke with the minister, they were not able to acquire all the lands in order to make this virgin road to the back of Tacarigua, a bridge over the Kora River, and into Tunapuna. So again, definitely that's on the drawing board for 2020, 2025, because you spoke to me, they have already put out the work and the drawings and everything. It's just to acquire the land and in order to get the financing in order to work on that.
So that is an ongoing project. Right.
One important thing that we would like to do is the Girl Guides Hut. Right, we have a Girl Guides Hut which was leased to the Girl Guides Association. Right, we were able to put the necessary plans and so on in place to build back the Girl Guides Hut on Tuesday Lane in Tunapuna. Again, COVID slowed that up. That was supposed to happen earlier this year, right? But I spoke with them last week, and work's supposed to start sometime within the next couple of weeks.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, I don't want to ask you about your Facebook page, because every time I turn Esmond Forders come up on my Facebook page, he digging a hole here, he planting this here, he buys somebody home, somebody dead, are going to a funeral, something. So I can say that you're visible. Well, I am seeing things that you're doing, But we have to go to the break in a while.
Sure.
And when we come back at 7:29 a.m., you'll tell us a little more of things that you want to see happen in the constituency
of
Tunapuna. And then we'll open the lines and take some calls. So I hope Tunapuna people locked on listening, because we would like you to call in and be part of the whole conversation this morning. But it's really an honor for me to have Esmond Ford sitting here. I have to give him a hug and a kiss before I leave. We are COVID, I know, but oh gosh, boy.
We need to ensure we keep the Ministry of Health guidelines.
All right, but
Dr. Parashram mustn't come looking for me. We need to set examples, integrity,
that's my reference.
PNM.
That's my reference.
We'll get as close as possible.
That's the surely how the love there. So guys, we're going to the break. We'll be back. Don't shift your dial.
Sleeping time. Let's talk on the street. The official station that defends the nation.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
Mohammed's Bookstore Associates Limited, with branches at Gulfview, Link Road, High Street, San Fernando, number 26 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna, Henry Street in Port of Spain, and West Mall, West Maury. At Mohammed's Bookstore, you can check out our specials on textbooks, stationery, school supplies, school uniforms, children's storybooks, puzzles of all sizes, and many more. You can query your book list and get an email when your books arrive. New titles for SEA students, developing critical thinking for SEA math pupils books, and solution teachers books. Right on point. Creative Writing SEA by Alicia McLean. Creative Writing Simplified for upper primary, and Language Arts Simplified for upper primary. Lots of SEA practice books for sale for 1/3 of the retail price. Others are much less. Bring Mohammed's Bookstore closer to you as everything now is at your fingertips as you can log on to our website on www.mohammedbookstore.com. Opening hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Fridays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays, and 8 a.m. to noon on Sunday. Call us today at our Tunapuna branch at 647-7355, our San Fernando branch at 657-1012, our West Morris branch at 637-6551, our Gulfview branch at 657-9613, and our Port of Spain branch at 627-3341. Like and follow our page on Facebook at Mohammed's Bookstore and on Instagram at Mohammed's Bookstore.
The Trinidad and Tobago General Elections 2020 is here on the street 919 FM.
I have advised Her Excellency the President to dissolve this Parliament at midnight tonight. Nomination day, Madam Speaker, would be Friday, 17th of July, and polling day would be August 10th, 2020.
And the street 919 FM is proud to defend the nation yet again for another general election.
Tune in daily to hear your candidates and supporters live on the only station that gives you a platform for expression.
This is the General Elections 2020 on the street 919 FM.
Real talk from real people
on real issues that affect you.
No one talks politics like us. From the Parliament to the Promenade. This is the 2020 General Election in Trinidad and Tobago. Right here on Street 919 FM, the home of the 2020 General Election.
I wish all my colleagues in this house a safe, happy, enjoyable, productive campaign.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector.
We ain't making no dosage mistakes.
Hallelujah. Protector.
I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell on you.
Protector.
Because we don't give a damn about sacrifice. We just know the politicians say things will be nice.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector. Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Sleeping time. It's so long we're home. I have run out of clothes. I'm waiting for the Fab and J Expo to open.
Well, they're actually open already.
Finally. I was waiting for them since March.
And yes, I agree. I've been craving for the Indian food from Tandoori King.
I'll have dinner at Dosa's Diner, and I'll have dessert at Nanu's Kulfi.
Listen, we could now dine in their food court area.
All you think about is food, huh? But I can shop there. I have to buy some shalwar and matching jewelry and shoes. You know.
They also just added 5 more vendors with all new goods.
When are they starting?
What?
Fab India Expo, of course.
The Fab India Expo is open opposite the Medford gas station in Shogunas. Check us out today.
Stop what you're doing and listen to this ad. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's Customer Appreciation Weekend at Brookner and Buyers Mart. Get 25% off store-wide. Yes, you heard right. 25% off everything. Spread the word, the good news. It's 25% off store-wide. No exceptions. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Brookner and Buyers Mart or Mira Road Arima next to Extra Foods. Phone 610-9000. Be there.
Unlimited 4G LTE speed on the other network? Fake news. B-Mobile is the real deal for 4G LTE. Switch now and get a 30-day free trial packed with 25 gigabytes of data, free WhatsApp, free talk, free text, and more. Check us online or in-store.
Hi there. I'm Lester Sublal, inviting you to join me on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the 4th and 5th Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at O'Neill Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
But wait, who's sending me this text? Hurricane warning, be prepared? Denzel, stop rushing the car! A hurricane coming!
Mona, calm down. We just need to prepare. We must stock batteries and candles and charge our emergency lights in case we lose power.
That means we have to arrange a backup supply for Daddy respirator.
Yes, and before the storm hits, we must unplug all our electrical equipment. If we need to evacuate, remember to shut off the electricity at the main panel.
Yes, because here there's flood. Come, let us move the appliances upstairs, come.
Us, okay.
Wait! Denzel, don't unplug them thing with your wet hand, yourself.
Yes, Mona.
This hurricane season, when preparing for an emergency, don't forget your electricity. TNTech, the power to make it work.
Looking for real data freedom? Bring your number and enjoy the best of 4G LTE on B-Mobile. Get a free 30-day trial with free data, free WhatsApp, free talk, free text, and more. Plus, get 50% off your next 3 months. Check us online or in-store.
When it comes to healthcare, you deserve the best. Do you suffer from low energy, anxiety, or constipation? Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins provides you with the best services of iridology exam, blood analysis, ionic foot detox, followed by a soothing foot massage. We also provide the best organic supplements. We are located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Or call us at 288-1108 or 275-8359. Join us on the street 919 FM every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins.
Unstoppable means nothing holding you back. True mobile freedom. No buffering in your binging. No pauses in your playlists. No lag in your live streams. More instant in your Instagram and more blazing in your browsing. Unstoppable means unlimited speed. Introducing TNT's biggest mobile data plans ever from B-Mobile. More data, more speed, and more value. And always on super fast 4G LTE all the time. Visit us online, in-store, or call us on 824-8788 to level up your mobile plan today.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
We know the street because we talk to the street.
Come talk with us on the street 919 FM.
Hey, just in case you didn't know, every morning on the street 919 FM, taking Sharon and Bruce Wayne, the titans of democracy. That's the morning show.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the titans of democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
The titans of democracy on the street 919 FM.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The street 919fm.com.
Sleeping time. Sleeping time.
Bruce Wayne.
Soca.
Sleeping time. Sleeping time. Oh, sleeping time.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. Yes, we are here. And of course, I'm speaking to the Member of Parliament for Tunapuna. And the next Member of Parliament for Tunapuna, Mr. Esmond Ford, Deputy Speaker of the House of Parliament in Trinidad and Tobago.
That was until we dissolved last week.
Well,
I'm the candidate now.
And the candidate. So, guys, we're having our discussions, and Mr. Ford would have told you a lot of things, and I think he has some more to tell you, because how should I put it? We're minding his business today, so we want to know what's going on in Tunapuna. Yeah, we're minding his business.
Right. I just want to take this opportunity, to thank my member of Parliament staff that worked from 2015 to 2020. We have a staff of 12 individuals, because I have 2 offices, the main office in El Dorado and a sub-office in the Maracas area.
Oh, nice.
Right, so we worked as a team. We really pull things together to ensure, because we have a very systematic approach.
Are you still in the...
We are the corner of Cora Road.
No, are you still in the business of the emails?
Yes, emails,
Boy.
WhatsApp. We track every individual.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could go back into my emails and show you,
Yeah.
Here now, if you miss a beat and you miss a bread, check it in the email.
Yes. We have a very good system. We have a callback system. Some people are amazed to know that the MP office is calling them and so on.
Yeah.
Right? We track it. And this week, we are just over 12,000 persons that would have passed through the office for the 5 years.
Excellent.
We actually track it. Each person has a file. We have a notebook with everyone name that visit the office. And so that once you come on a second occasion, we're able to pull your file in order to see the continuity and so on.
And that was...
Yeah, and that's it. That was part of... Yes, that's what we set up under Kennedy Swartzing. Because remember, Kennedy Swartzing plan was to have a model constituency and then expose it to the other 41.
And the data. Remember we had that
Public administration.
data. Yeah, remember we had that data system.
Database,
I tried to go back, but it maybe was this. But we had that data to catch
the
information.
Information.
And
who are masons, who are plumbers.
That's right.
Who are policemen, doctors, lawyers.
Everything.
Yeah. We have that at our, we have that system at our office.
See, I tell all you. The training from St. Joseph.
We're very close. We next door. Also, I would like to thank my campaign team and my advisory team, because again, in Tunapuna, it's about we.
Yeah.
Right? I am the MP, and I could say, okay, I could run everything, but I have an advisory team that I work very close with. And then my campaign team, now that we're in the election season, I have an excellent team. People like Eddie Hart.
I hear about...
Mr. Chance, Bokareni, Lauren, Mr. Castro. We have a very powerful team.
Yeah.
But I must say that as we operate as a team, we are able to ensure that we get more done.
Yeah.
I cannot be everywhere, as the case may be. I work very closely with the councillors in the constituency.
I see
and
that.
the Tunapuna Piaku Regional Corporation. And so on the campaign trail now, we would have started now with 1 month. We have hit the road. And my job is simply, as my campaign manager always say, go to everybody's home. Some people say that is a UNC house. What is a UNC house?
A house is a house.
What is a PNM house? A house is a house. Because my oath is for everybody within the constituency. So I knock on your door, the person call you out, you come out, come to the gate, you come to your gallery, you come outside, we talk, some people wave, some people say come in, and we have a conversation. In Tunapuna, it's about relationships. That's my strength, right? So I'm able to forge a relationship with the churches, with the mosque, with the Mandirs, the Presbyterian Church, the Hindus, the full gospel, I participate in everything. We go, we come together, and they invite me to most of their functions. Right? So that is the social part of Esmond Ford, which is very critical. You talk about the wakes and the birthday parties and the christenings and the 90-year-old birthday parties. You have to ensure that you stay with them. The children, with regards to the trend party. As I'm on trend, common entrance is coming up.
Yes.
And I already have the stationary kits for over 600 students. Because remember, SEA was supposed to be in, I think, end of March, early April. So I got from the same Mohammed bookstores that was advertising earlier, and Sharon's bookstore, they have given me 600 kits, pencils, erasers, rulers, sharpeners for the children to do their SEA. Right? So I'll be distributing that, within the next 2 weeks, in order to ensure that they are taken care of. So those are some of the things that, again, there's no log or a booklet to say how an MP should perform. Right? I look at my whole constituency and I satisfy the needs. Sharon, wheelchairs. I give away wheelchairs every other week. walking sticks, crutches, because those are things that are readily through the ministries, right? I work close with the ministries to get those things, right? The main burden is agency housing. I may not be able to give everybody a house, as we go along, but we
you
try
don't
to
give,
coordinate.
you recommend.
You recommend.
Yeah.
That's the word. You recommend,
recommend.
right? You make the recommendation to the various ministries, and that's how it go. But the things that you can control, I try my best to control them, and those that I cannot control, I make my request to the various ministries in order to see how things can go.
Excellent. Well, Trinidad and Tobago, I want to open the lines for you to talk to the candidate, Esmond Ford, at this time for Tunapuna. And I know that Mr. Chance and all of the Lauren listens every day. I'm a girl. So I know she might be calling in. But I want to share the numbers with you. 342-0081, 771-1791, 466-5391, 718-874-3860. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Felix.
Good morning.
May I want to congratulate my MP, Mr. Ford, for the great work he has been doing.
Thank you.
Where are you calling from?
I'm from Kirep. I'm under his constituency.
Okay.
My name is Monica.
Thank you.
I speak with him now and then because I have a problem in Riverside Road with my wall and the roads and all these things. And he helps me a lot. Himself and Mr. Corey, Selvon.
Yes, the
council
for the area.
In touch together, yes. And I wish him, and I know that he will be back after the 10th of August.
Thank you.
Thank you
so very much, Ms. Monica, Riverside Road Correct. And that's a part of my constituency.
Yes.
And I appreciate the sentiments, and I will continue to work with you all to ensure that we ensure that Tunapuna gets its fair share, within the
I also
country.
see the market on Saturdays, walking around. Yes.
Ever so often, I would visit the market, because again the market.
And chatting with the people. Yes, I look at you. Yes.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate your sentiments.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Village, morning.
Good morning, Ms. Felix.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
Well, by the grace of God, I'm all right. And here I am, I'm the deputy speaker in the building. Well, but I want to talk to the deputy speaker. When there's some of the titles show in the parliament.
Of course. But I'm not in the chair. I'm in a different chair here now, man. Miss Felix is the speaker. Miss Felix is the speaker this morning.
Right now, Miss Felix is the speaker. You also Madam Speaker. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir, you can. You have 15 seconds.
Mr. Wally, I know definitely as long as you have Mr. Chance and Mr. Hart around you, I have no problem because I can remember walking with you and I'm put on your television when I go to the house, the people in the
Yeah, you're correct. And it's still happening every day. My team, Mr. Eddie Hart is in the vehicle every evening. Every evening, Mr. Eddie Hart is there. You know what I mean? And on the mic and, calling out the persons and telling them about the state of the economy and what we ought to do and COVID. And Dr. Rowley's doing a fantastic job. Mr. Eddie Hart, Mr. Chance, Bukareni, those guys who work in the background. Very good team. I wouldn't give them up for anything.
Village, you there? Like he gone? Okay. I don't know, like he get cut off. Overseas line caller, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Mr. Ford.
Good morning to you.
Mr. Ford, I'm calling all the way from Superior.
Oh, Superior.
Having met you at Marcus Park.
Marcus Park, yes.
You're a wonderful representative. I was shocked when I saw you at my aunt's wake at Marcus Park.
Oh, yes, Marcus Park,
this
yes.
is what we need to do to encourage people to come on. If I was in Tunapuna, I would put my 10 fingers.
Oh, thank you.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you very
And Sharon,
much.
I must say, and that's the divide I've been able to play. She's from Superior, and she knows of me. Marcus Park is a little street, probably with about 12 houses, in an area up off Pentecostal Road in Tunapuna there, and I touch everybody.
Tell you, I hear about you, I seen you. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning again, Miss Felix.
Morning.
Morning to Mr. Ford.
Morning.
Jenny here. You know, Tanapuna is like my whole home.
Okay.
Right? So I've known you long before you get into politics, playing football.
Okay, thank you.
I hope you know what the Jenny talking now.
Jenny.
House of Dread.
Oh, all right. Jenny, House of Dread. Yes. Okay, I won't say no more. House of Dread.
No more, right?
Plenty history
I know
there.
the work you can. Yes. I know the work that you can do. Because I've seen you before you're even a counselor, how you're a people person, how you reach and teach people. And I know that Tanapuna will put you back resoundingly.
Yes,
because
thank you.
You've always been on the ground. You ain't no feet.
Thank you, Jenny. House of Dread, Sharon, is one of the top football clubs, not only in Tunapuna, but Trinidad and internationally. I used to be a player. I was elevated to be the manager of House of Dread, and then I was the secretary of House of Dread. You know, I mean, a big club, you know, from 1972. You know, coming up the ladder, we were able to get players abroad. Sharon Nixon, Clayton Ince, Winston Tickbaraza, may he rest in peace, he now passed on. And they know of me. I was even one of the operations manager at Caledonia EIA under Jamal Shabazz. I mean, and it would have been along those lines.
I know you're into your sports. Remember, there was a time we was trying to bring that kind of connectivity. So I know you're into your sports.
Thank you, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny, House of Dread. What? Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning. Okay. Apparently this person is not ready. Again, caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Bruce Wayne. Good morning, Mr. Esmond Ford.
Good morning to you.
No, I'm not a constituent of Tunapuna.
Sure.
I belong to one of the largest families at Tunapuna at Young Trace, and I also work at a state agency. I just want to tell the listening public that I could literally vouch for Mr. Esmond Ford. Right, Miss Felix, you know where I work. Mr. Ford is an advocate. When I tell you an advocate for the needs of his constituents, he is. Wow. Because he calls to remind, to follow up, to make sure his stuff is done. So I want to just encourage the people of Tunapuna to please support Mr. Esmond Ford. He has been one of the MPs who I have seen over the last 5 years to be one of the most persistent MPs who advocate on behalf of his constituents. So I just want to encourage and just to endorse you, Mr. Ford. My family is on Achong Trace.
Achong Trace, Upper Balthazar Street.
Yeah, so you know whom you are speaking with. So I just want to publicly endorse you and for the rest, because people don't know what happens behind the scenes. They don't know, and I don't think they appreciate it. But you are one who is able to make it happen and to deliver. So by your persistence and the systematic way that you spoke about earlier. Yeah, so I just want to encourage you. You have my family's full support. That I know. And, you know, the next member of parliament.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear friend. We have to go to the ads, and that was a good way to go to the ads. Thank you very much.
Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector.
We ain't making no dosage mistake.
Hallelujah. Protector.
I'm going to tell on you. Cause we don't give a damn about sacrifice. We just know the politicians say things will be nice.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector. Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Sleeping time.
Have a feast today. Come on down to Max Grill House, the home of quality foods, and barbecue is our specialty. Choose from our mouth-watering meals at our convenient locations: Enterprise, Arima, Curette, St. Helena, Tunapuna, Chaguanas, Montrose, and Mayaro. Pickup available. Call us today at 751-4198 or 321-5992. Have a feast today at Max Grill. The Trinidad and Tobago General Elections 2020 is here on the street, 919 FM.
I have advised Her Excellency the President to dissolve this Parliament at midnight tonight. Nomination day, Madam Speaker, would be Friday, 17th of July, and polling day would be August 10th, 2020.
And the street 919 FM is proud to defend the nation yet again for another general election.
Tune in daily to hear your candidates and supporters live on the only station that gives you a platform for expression.
This is the General Elections 2020 on the street 919 FM.
Real talk from real people
on real issues that affect you.
No one talks politics like us. From the Parliament to the Promenade, this is the 2020 General Election in Trinidad and Tobago. Right here on Street 919 FM, the home of the 2020 General Election.
I wish all my colleagues in this house a safe, happy, enjoyable, productive campaign.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
The Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James is now on the street at 919 FM every Sunday from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday. The Bible says the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world as a witness to all nations, and then the end shall come. For more info, call 652-0924 or 298-4540 and join us every Sunday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. Monday for the Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James.
This is Reverend Dr. Glenroy Frank inviting you to tune in every Monday evening at 6:15 for the Light and Life Outreach program. This program is sponsored by the People's Pentecostal Church. So come join us live and hear this word of God that is able to build and to strengthen your life. The Light and Life Outreach program every Monday, 6:15. God bless you.
Yo, this is a Big Mike, not the mass man, the health man. Are you one of the 40 million people suffering with joint issues like rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis? Well, you are listening to the right ad. You have the ailment, we have the remedy. Call us now on 288-8301 or 346-2612.
Don't forget to tune in right here on the street 919 FM every Wednesday from 10:05 a.m.
Performance Beat Old Talk.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
Here's your opportunity to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly and guests as they lead in worship ministries of the Word and Prayer. That's every Sunday at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to midnight on the street 919 FM, where we deal with today's issues from a biblical perspective. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. you'll be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Your life and family will never be the same. You are welcome to visit our website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Like us on Facebook. Your financial support will be greatly appreciated. Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank. You can contact us at 753-1113.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
Talk your talk, but we don't talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
Sleeping time. Sleeping time. Oh, sleeping time. I was in the laboratory when somebody shout mayhem. Somebody say, better not today. The boss could take care of them. And in this crowd was singing loud, going to the convention. When we walk in, big screen and ting, oh Lord, what a session. In the hand was a plan and he start to jam. He hit them bam, bam, bam. Somebody say you got to like the man. He have a touch of Eric William, huh? Hallelujah. We ain't making no dotish mistake. Hallelujah. What the opposition get, they go take. Hallelujah. When I say okay, you know what I mean. Hallelujah. Get all your broom, we sweeping this country clean. Hallelujah.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago. We are back, and I'm seeing the lines still going crazy here. Everybody want to talk to MP Esmond Ford. Yeah, not candidate, MP Esmond Ford. Good morning, Massachusetts.
Good morning. Blessings to everybody.
Yes, good morning. Same to you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, I have a question for you, sir.
All right, I hope I can answer you. You know what I mean? I'm putting a position now. No problem.
First off, let me compliment you on when you, the Mandingo, stands up and your booming voice filters through the floor, that the opposition tend to check themselves and become more disciplined.
Okay.
Question is this. Under the stewardship of Mr. Embert, the Finance Department has been providing annual audited financial reports of entities, state-run entities, dating back to the UNC, which were not presented as is constitutionally mandated. Could you talk about the significance of those audited financial annual reports to the Senate and to the Parliament, and how that impacts on financial accountability to Sweet TNT? Thank you. I'll hang up and listen.
Wow. I think he put it in a when Mr. Imbert is coming.
Well,
or Senator Allison West.
I think I want to ask you, Massachusetts, thank you very much for the question, but I think I want to ask Mr. Ford to stay far away from that, because
I would, yes.
That is not in his field. He, I don't want him to put his foot in his mouth and make a mistake by one figure. So we will keep that question for when Minister Imbert comes in. And
I would think so.
Try to get him to come in as soon as possible.
It's not in my portfolio.
No. And I wouldn't want you to answer that question.
Of course.
Because if you make one simple mistake, You know, they just tape my show to make their shows.
Okay,
yeah, so
okay. So we need to be careful. Sure.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Caller, good morning.
Totally agree. Talk to me about Tunapuna.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, Miss Sharon, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Edmund Ford.
Good morning. Good morning to you, sir.
This is Christopher King.
Okay.
A well-known Tunapunan.
Right.
I know you're from up Streaker Lane.
Streaker Lane, okay, sure.
The Uhuru and them.
Yes, House of Dread, again.
Tima.
Tima, Uhuru, Dugiri, right?
Yellow Man.
Right, Jokes.
Country.
Nice, lovely. Oh, we could call
now
something.
Coming from South.
Yeah. Dove.
And this is Mr. King, loving you and your house.
Right, thank you.
Then keep up the good work.
Thank you.
One day I will have to visit you.
Not a problem. Feel free, just look for me, find my office, and we'll have that communication.
Yeah, I know you're most welcome and you have a free heart.
Yeah, man.
So blessed love all the way.
Love, yeah.
Miss Sharon, good morning. This is the man who called you from Rocket, all right?
Oh, thank you very much. Welcome.
Christopher King, a past player of House of Dread also, and again, knows me when, not to say when I was nobody, but when I was really, now I'm still Esmond Ford, but he knows me Esmond Ford in my 20s, in my 30s, when I was running around and doing what I had to do in Tunapuna. You know what I mean?
Sexy girl, good morning.
Good morning to you, Sharon. Good morning to you, Brucey. And to my darling Mr. Ford.
I'm humbled.
Mr. Ford, I'm born and bred Tunapunian, but it's just I've moved to another constituency.
Yeah, I know.
I know you very well.
Once a Tunapunian, always a Tunapunian.
Sharon, Mr. Ford's mom and my mom were very good friends, so that he's Patsy's god brother.
Oh, that's Isasha's aunt.
Mr. Ford, this is Isasha's aunt.
Oh, okay, Isasha's aunt. Okay, right.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. You bring back some memories there, boy, Ma Ford. May she rest in peace. Yeah, may she rest in peace, yes.
We used to call her Auntie Beryl.
Auntie Beryl, yes. Auntie Beryl, yes.
Sharon, you see the closeness.
I see.
But, Mr. Ford, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You know our family loves you.
Thank you.
And I want to tell Mr. Naked, he coming into the Gael in Tunapuna, so he better put on clothes. Because his legs like peas. You understand?
Right. I will deal with the legs with peas part.
Plenty legs. So we might have him running out of Tunapuna. Sorry, I'm not in Tunapuna constituency.
Of course.
The lady said 10 fingers, I would have put 10 fingers and 10 toes.
10 toes, right. But don't worry, let's pass on the message, man. Esmond Ford, yes.
Okay, honey,
right.
so you I know you're going to do your best.
Thank you.
Well done and congratulations. Wish you all the best.
Sure. Ma Ford. Yeah, Ma Ford.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you very much.
She's very naked. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Sharon.
Good morning.
To Bruce. And to Mr. Esmond Ford.
Hi, good morning.
Mr. Ford, based on what I am hearing from my family and friends who live between Balthazar Street and Basilar Street, you seem to be a model parliamentarian, right? You have certain structures in place where you could serve your constituents. I too was born in Tunapuna on Green Street.
Okay, yes, Green Street.
I also attended Tunapuna EC.
Yes, I mentioned that earlier.
I have a relative who taught you at Tunapuna EC. I guess Sharon could tell you off air. You know?
Okay.
So after doing common entrance, my family and I moved to Woodbrook.
Okay.
But my heart is still with Tunapuna. Tunapuna has everything.
Yes, of course.
Yours should be what? A borough or city or something?
Yes.
Everything you want you could find in Tunapuna. And I am hearing good things about you. And I know you could just go from strength to strength. And I know you're going to bring it home. And if I was still living in Tunapuna, you'd have certainly gotten all my family and our vote.
Right.
Blessings to you, my dear.
Yes. I am humbled, and all I will say is, to God be the glory. To God be the glory. I am humbled. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning. All right. Caller, good morning.
Hello, you hearing me?
I don't know. Hey. 640.
No, yes.
Right, go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Esmond Ford, my dear colleague. Eastern Credit Union train you well.
As
well as Sharon.
I forgot about Eastern Credit Union.
I'm in Balthazar Street again.
Yes.
You know who it is, right?
Yes.
And I am
I think you should get kudos for not answering Massachusetts. How you say, Sharon? You are so brilliant,
yes,
Edward.
Yes, I need to be careful.
Edward,
yes, it's not. As they say, it's not in my pay grade. Yeah, it's not in my pay grade.
I have to protect him.
And I can't stay too long, but
yes.
you know we see each other often.
Yes,
Have a blessed day.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate
darling.
it.
That's my girlfriend, you know. I love her too bad. How can I get some piano music, please? So, guys, the phone line going crazy. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you, Sharon, Felix.
Good morning.
And Mr. Esmond Ford.
Thank you. Good morning to you,
This is Terry Moore speaking.
Terry Moore.
Since I was in senior committee and serve, and I was in defense force.
Okay.
You know my good?
Okay. I probably just need to recollect. Terry Moore. Yes.
Sexy.
Green machine days. Nice.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you,
my
sir.
brother.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Terry.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Tobago is in the house. Mr. Archer. Mr. Archer, you there?
Yeah, how are you this morning?
Oh, all right, I'm good. How you doing?
Well, I will get a banker to be there.
What happened? All you not here still?
You're gone. We do not think after time they cut you off. Good morning, Mr. Ford.
Good morning, Mr. Archer. All the way in Tobago.
Man, Tobago there. We sit down here ready. I know what's in the flag in front of my gate. And Sharon?
Yes, darling.
You know what mark on the flag?
What mark on the flag? St. Joseph.
Okay.
Yes, St. Joseph.
All the way in Tobago.
St. Joseph flag.
Yes.
I couldn't get a big flag in Tobago, so I get one big flag from St. Joseph.
Right.
Mr. Bruce, morning.
Yeah. Same PNM.
Same house, just different room.
No problem.
Same house, just different room.
Lovely, man.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Archer, morning.
How daddy going, boy? How daddy going?
Good.
Like it's a Tobago thing, boy.
Dr. Keith Rowley, good Miss and Mrs. Rowley, good morning.
Yes, good morning to them too.
Yes. Good morning.
Sure.
Mommy's house, good morning.
Yes.
Hi, Tobago people, good morning. Sharon?
Yes, sir.
Girl, I'll sit on me, lie down on my bed and laugh. Mr. Ford?
Yes.
Tobago wish you the best.
Right, thank you.
In mind and spirit.
Thank you.
And you know when to be going on with you.
Carlos, of course. I like that.
Just as we have two candidates in Tobago, people can walk out and fix roof and so on. Take material that the assembly give people on the grant and so on and fix out.
What?
So don't bother with them.
Wait, hold on. Oh, God, this is not the time for that. But Mr. Archer, wait now. What you said, they're doing what? Taking money, material.
When the assembly give the people and them grant.
Right.
House grant to fix a roof and so on.
He going and fix it?
He get, wait, no man, I'm
all right, sorry, I'm waiting.
It have a man walking around and start to fix the people in them house with the material that the assembly or the government or the assembly give the people as grant. So left that. We go deal with that.
We go deal with that.
I don't know if we are afraid long. I hear long in Trinidad, they're saying that a man go win the east and a woman go win the west. Let me tell you something. 2013, they paint Tobago in yellow. Boatload upon boatload. It have the mass or the gas or what the man name. All of them saying Tobago law. We gave them 12-0. Tamilan never come back. So don't bother with them. We're going to take care of them.
Right. Lovely.
So I want to say this morning, and so to my good friend, Mr. Cummings with you again in mind and spirit.
Right.
Mrs. Robinson, Penelope Beckers Robinson, we're with you. Anytime you need Robinson, we're going to support you.
Right.
And last but not least, Sharon, the Bacana me get him something Ramdial Angolan or Ramdial or you remember she name?
Right.
So I have to wait for my son.
Sharon? Sharon, not there?
Yes, I'm right here.
We had a woman in Parliament by the name of some Angolan or Ramdial. She was some caretaker, something for Tobago. Everything they passed for Tobago, money for Tobago to start up. She don't know when to be going and put them out on you like how we put them out on Camilla. Camilla could never win an next election. You come up here and mash up Associate, mash up TOP, come up here, do all kind of things, give the assembly all kind of pressure. Now I've seen somebody get some pick out the PNM and talking all kind of. The person who doing that don't have sense. And I want to tell the young people in Trinidad.
Yes, very important.
The people in East-West Corridor. I'm hearing they say that the government they do nothing for Trinidad and Tobago. And black people, African people don't have everything. We're solid in Tobago.
Right.
The people in Levante, they want all your view. They want to take away the land from all you to go up and watch down Port of Spain. So they're setting up the Levante people and tell all you the government never do nothing for young people in Levante. Let me tell you something in Levante. When Eric Williams take over, everybody that's working on the wharf as Cividor was from Levante. Every man, every single man from Levante was civil. All the civil laws on the wharf was from Levante. And I could tell all of that. And anybody want to challenge that, Eric Williams tries his best to put everything. And young people, always stop looking for work from government. Come together, form a company. Or you could be like Coastal and Lemon. Form a company, please. Register your company and move along. The government put things in place and you all come together. Stop thinking foolishly that the government is giving all the work and work. Or you could create work for yourself. Good morning.
All I would say is that we have MILAT, we have YTEP, we have MIC, we have MOS, we have Civilian Conservation Corp, and many more programs that are there for the youths. We just have to ensure that they participate, right? But we will do our part in order to ensure along the East-West corridor that, we take care of the youth accordingly.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, thank you very much. Let me take an overseas line call. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sharon. Morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Carol.
Good
morning, Mr. Ford.
Good morning, Carol. I hear the name Carol.
Sharon, Mr. Ford, I remember 5 years ago. I didn't know where I was going. I don't know Tunapuna, but I had to hear you. And if you ask me to find the place now where I park, where I drive, I don't know. All I know, I pass through some back road, come through something, and we end up in the meeting.
Right, okay.
Don't ask me to find the place again.
Okay.
But I just heard about you, and I had to be in that meeting with daughter and I. And it was so good, and it was so good to hear you then, and it's even better to hear you now.
Okay, I appreciate it.
You have grown. I love to hear you in the parliament. You put them in the place. I love my girl in the parliament too, but something when you get there on that bench, on that seat, it make a little difference. They realize that it's a no joke person sitting there. So I want to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I am pleased to hear your constituency are pleased with the work you do.
Thank you.
And so if they are pleased, we are pleased.
Yes, I appreciate that.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And and I know we will be seeing you in Parliament when the next term.
Okay, thank you. Sharon, I just want to say one thing based on what Carol said from overseas. Again, we have the speaker, Bridget Anissa George, and you have the deputy speaker, male, female. Again, 2 different characters, right? I have learned a lot from the speaker, Bridget Anissa George. She's a qualified attorney. I am not, no legal background. And she has taught me every single thing as a deputy speaker. Everything she does, she makes sure she communicates with me. Why are we doing this? Why we do that? So on and so on. And I must commend her. Excellent lady. Excellent lady.
I too, because I watched the
excellent lady.
that joint.
Yeah, we have a team. Seriously.
A joint execution.
Yes.
But let me tell you, most of all, I wanted to ask you this, and I'll ask you today. How do you cope with the different
standing orders?
I say, oh God, boy, I wonder. It's be kind of, at first you say be frightened, but I wonder if they'll make a mistake, boy. I know now, and I go into the standing order too, sometimes I watch it to see what it is about.
But again, and this is, when I was trained by Miss Jacob, because I spent in 2015, I spent about a month to 6 weeks with her, training, going through the standing orders. And and as I always mentioned, not that you need to have a legal background to be a speaker. What you need to do is to understand your standing orders. So it's a booklet, standing order number 1, standing order 44, so 53.6 and that sort of thing. So sometimes 53 standing order comes to memory regularly because that's where the quorum comes into play. Right. But some of the standing orders, you have to go to the book in order to make reference. And it's just ensuring that at the end of the day, you understand the standing order and you make a decision. Mm-hmm. Right? The speaker decision, as they say, is final, but you need to ensure that they abide. Yeah.
All right. Caller, good morning.
Felix, good morning again to you.
Good morning, my dear.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
This is a call from Diego Martin West.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And good things come from Diego Martin West.
Right, yes.
Could really show off, boy. Oh, cool. And so the MP does show off too,
What's that, Sharon?
So your MP like to show off too, boy.
Oh, gosh. My MP does show off. He really.
Yes, he's real.
Mr. Ford, I just called to wish you all the best because, Tunapuna is a seat that is ours. You understand me?
Yes.
And I want to say good morning to the hearts and them out there.
Yes,
the hearts and them out there.
Thank you. Yes.
Good. Mr. Ford, we roam up there with my member of parliament. They have a place we can go. They have a place we have not been with this prime minister and this member of parliament for Diego Martin West.
Right.
So I just called to wish you all the best.
You.
And I know you're going to bring it home.
Yes,
I know.
that.
Be ready and ready.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
I was looking at your movie recently. I started to laugh, honestly.
Yes.
And when you're in parliament, you remind me of somebody. Me call me come here on Sharon to say we the show off. You understand me?
I am humbled. Thank you.
Okay.
All praise to God. All praise to God.
PNM.
Thank you. Yes. And we shall prevail. Yes.
Okay, have a good one.
Okay, Mommy, thank you very much. Okay. Oh, gosh, I take off the person by mistake. Jeez and just call me back, caller. I am sorry. Call me back. I'm so going to swipe the put on. I forget I don't have them.
It
waiting.
Happens.
Call me back, caller.
It happens.
Mrs. Rowley?
Good morning, my dear.
Morning. We still on, or you looking at me on the TV?
I am looking at you on the TV. You're gone long time.
I said it for you.
Good morning, Miss Rowley.
Good morning, Mr. Ford.
Yes, good morning, Miss Rowley. Good morning.
Darling, I call to congratulate you and to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I know. Just watching at you, I know you're going to bring it off.
Thank you.
Just watching at you.
Yes. Must show that confidence. Yes.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Appreciate.
I'm praying for you.
Yes,
I'm praying
very important.
For everybody.
Yes.
And I'm praying for you.
Of course.
Look nice there with Sharon.
Of course.
Yes.
All my moms and
advice this morning.
Sure.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes, you gave an advice this morning. It wasn't an advice. You were talking to me. You were talking to the other people.
Mm-hmm.
When you win an election, you just don't win an election. When you win an election, you go and visit your people.
Sure. Yes.
Make sure you
Must
look
say thanks.
for your
of
people.
Course. Yes.
Right? Because as I was saying, some of us at my age, we come out on mornings, we force and come out and vote.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And afterwards, we don't see you again until next election.
Lovely.
Which
yes.
is very bad.
Very good point. Very good
bad.
point. Yes. Very good point.
Sometimes you don't even have to come in the house. You just pass by the road and say, Mr. So, how are you?
Yes.
And, let them know that you appreciate them.
Oh, gosh. Okay? Sound like this lady know me, boy. We have on the average 8 senior citizen homes.
I always tell Sharon that, this is how electors must do.
Yeah.
They must know their electorate and the people must know them.
Sure, by name, yes. I agree with you, Moms. Yes. Okay, Moms.
You understand?
Nice, lovely.
All right, well, you all the best and love to you.
Keep praying for us, yes.
You all look pretty there, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, love.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and that's a very good point,
Yeah, the senior citizen home, like for instance, during this COVID crisis, every other week, I drop hampers for them in bulk. Kiss Baking Company sending bread, Blue Water sending water, Vemco sending products, all the different companies,
Excellent.
Nestle, right? Sanitizing stuff from Lana products. You know what I mean? And every other week, I'm making sure that these homes were taken care of.
Hello.
Oh gosh, all right. Yes, we here. We was going to take you. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
Sharon, oh God, I know I have a strange number, but oh God, you squeezed me this morning, but that's all right.
Yeah, Larry?
Yeah, good morning.
There's a FBI thing. What number is this?
It's a diamond digital number.
All right, okay.
Yeah, that was digital number. Good morning, Mr. Ford, sir.
Good morning, Yallery. Right? I hear the name Yallery. Good morning.
I know you know my family.
Okay.
In Tacarigua.
Tacarigua.
You know that very well.
Lovely.
Kitchen Street, Tacarigua.
Right, of course, yes.
Very well. Yes, I want to say good morning to all these Street 191 listeners.
Yes.
And as one for next member private for Tunapuna, well, you know you had already baskets already. You can't know if, no but, no maybe.
Still have to do your work. Still have to do my work.
Nothing, no basket.
Still have to do my work.
Right.
Still have to do my work. But getting straight, that's an important shit in Tacarigua.
You bring it home for the people of Tunapuna. In other words.
Thank you.
Right, and I want to say, well, nothing in our chance, but all the best. So you are the next 40 candidates in the PNM areas, and I want to show you all the best and election.
Thank you.
We should bring it home on the night of August 10th.
Thank you very much. Wait, don't say nothing yet, Esmond. Let me take Mr. Tunapuna. We're going to a break, and then I'll give you to do what you want when we come back. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Felix. Good morning, Jackie. I say, yeah. Protocol observed.
Good morning, Mr. Tunapuna.
But I hear a lady calling and choosing between the speakers of the house. And that make me call in because don't touch and he said, George, for me, please. Don't come in here and say this one better than the next one, Because they both, man have a way to deal with things and female have a way to deal with things. They're equally skilled. I love that woman with all my heart and all my soul.
Totally agree with you.
My father do what he had to do, but you see her, don't come in here and like this. My father, I think he's a married man, and you want to give some extra go ahead and do that.
Mr. Tunapuna, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Talk to this, man.
I take it.
Right.
I want to wish all the PNM candidates, I want to wish them all the love and and the other mayor will again and all them coming right back in place. Because Kamala and that day not coming back. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You see,
you have 1 minute.
Right.
So.
One of the things I would just like to say, you see, as the gentleman, I think it was Yallery, saying that how it already in the basket. But I want to tell not only the people of Tunapuna, but to everyone listening this morning, you have to come out and vote on August the 10th, 2020. We have a saying in Tunapuna that by 11 o'clock, all voters must be inside. By 11 a.m. So don't say it in the basket. Election is only won on the day of election.
That's right.
And the day of election this year, 2020, is August 10th. So whether it's in the basket or outside the basket, it's next to the basket, I am saying you have to come out. Once you're over 18 years, you have to come out. Once you're on the voters list, you have to come out. Senior citizens, elderly, my moms, everybody all over, you need transport, contact the team, put it in place. That's all I have to say, Sharon, in order to ensure it's not in the basket because you're starting from zero on August 10th. All the 12,700 votes I got in 2015, I started zero in 2020.
We'll be back. Don't shift your dial.
They talk.
You talk. Come talk with us. On the streets.
919 FM.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisesa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
Too much travel in your TikTok? Switch to Be Mobile. For always on 4G LTE. Get a free 30
30-day trial with free 25 gigabytes of data, free WhatsApp, free talk, free text, and more. Plus, get 50% off your next 3 months. Check us online or in-store.
Mohammed's Bookstore Associates Limited with branches at Gulfview, Link Road, High Street, San Fernando, number 26 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna, Henry Street in Port of Spain, and West Mall, West Maury. At Mohammed's Bookstore, you can check out our specials on textbooks, stationery, school supplies, school uniforms, children's storybooks, puzzles of all sizes, and many more. You can query your book list and get an email when your books arrive. New titles for SEA students, developing critical thinking for SEA math pupils books, and solution teachers books. Right on point. Creative Writing SEA by Alicia McLean. Creative Writing Simplified for upper primary, and Language Arts Simplified for upper primary. Lots of SEA practice books for sale for 1/3 of the retail price. Others are much less. Bring Mohammed's Bookstore closer to you, as everything now is at your fingertips, as you can log on to our website on www.mohammedsbookstore.com. Opening hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Fridays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays, and 8 a.m. to noon on Sunday. Call us today at our Tunapuna branch at 647-7355, our San Fernando branch at 657-1012, our West Morris branch at 637-6551, our Gulfview branch at 657-9613, and our Port of Spain branch at 627-3341. Like and follow our page on Facebook at Mohammed's Bookstore and on Instagram at Mohammed's Bookstore.
The Trinidad and Tobago General Elections 2020 is here on the street 919 FM.
I have advised Her Excellency the President to dissolve this Parliament at midnight tonight. Nomination day, Madam Speaker, would be Friday, 17th of July, and polling day would be August 10th, 2020.
And the street 919 FM is proud to defend the nation yet again for another general election.
Tune in daily to hear your candidates and supporters live on the only station that gives you a platform for expression.
This is the General Elections 2020 on the street 919 FM.
Real talk from real people
on real issues that affect you.
No one talks politics like us. From the Parliament to the Promenade, this is the 2020 General Election in Trinidad and Tobago. Right here on Street 919 FM, the home of the 2020 General Election.
I wish all my colleagues in this house a safe, happy, enjoyable, productive campaign.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector.
We ain't making no dopage mistakes.
Hallelujah. Protector.
I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell on you.
Protector.
Because we don't give a damn about sacrifice. We just know the politicians say things go be nice.
This Friday on Iwer Stage, it's Calypso Night featuring Protector. Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Sleeping time.
It's so long we're home. I have run out of clothes. I'm waiting for the Fab and J Expo to open.
Well, they're actually open already.
Finally. I was waiting for them since March.
And yes, I agree. I've been craving for the Indian food from Tandoori King.
I'll have dinner at Dosa's Diner, and I'll have dessert at Nanu's Kulfi.
Listen, we could now dine in their food court area.
All you think about is food, huh? But I can shop there. I have to buy some shalwar and matching jewelry and shoes. You know.
They also just added 5 more vendors with all new goods.
When are they starting?
What?
Fab India Expo, of course.
The Fab India Expo is open opposite the Medford gas station in Shogunas. Check us out today.
Sorry, faster speed is not in service.
4G LTE speeds not there for you? Port your number to B-Mobile's always on 4G LTE and try 30 days of free data, free WhatsApp, free talk, free text, free web browsing, and free roaming data. Check us online or in store.
Happy Hour is back at Jenny's on the Boulevard. This time, we're not offering 10%, but 30% off drinks. Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Get 30% off beers, carrots, stag, Caribbean, Guinness, and Heineken. 30% off rum, White Oak, Black Label, Absolute Vodka, and Blue Vodka. 30% off cocktails, margaritas, mojitos, Jenny's Long Island Iced Tea, and daiquiris. Also enjoy 10% discount every Friday and Saturday on sushi. And guess what? Our COVID specials remain. Ask for specials on takeout. Specials include 12% off all government ministry orders, 20% off desserts. Choose from our famous Chinese-style express buffet, the American menu, burgers, ribs, and more. Italian menu, pasta, and more. Feel like dining? Our in-house dining is back. Visit Jenny's on the Boulevard today. And do not forget to ask for specials. Opening daily between the hours of 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call us today at 625-1807, 395-3757, or 488-8800. Jenny's on the Boulevard for all your Chinese, American, and Italian needs.
Hello, this is Pastor Charles from the Upper Room Ministry. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM every Wednesday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. for a time of prayer and intercession. I want you to know that we are going to have a TIME time in the presence of God, lifting up our nation, lifting up our families in prayer. I'm looking forward, my God, for you to join with me. Praise God, every Wednesday, praise God, praying for our nation, praying for our families, praying for our children. Join with me every Wednesday at 12 midnight. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM. God bless you.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday right here on the Street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
Join Wayne Delamore on Wednesdays from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. right here on the Street 919 FM.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
Unstoppable means nothing holding you back. True mobile freedom. No buffering in your binging. No pauses in your playlists. No lag in your live streams. More instant in your Instagram and more blazing in your browsing. Unstoppable means unlimited speed. Introducing TNT's biggest mobile data plans ever from B-Mobile. More data, more speed, and more value. And always on super fast 4G LTE all the time. Visit us online, in-store, or call us on 824-8788 to level up your mobile plan today.
Better vision for your physical eyes, and through the eyes of faith, let healing arise in your mind, body, and spirit. At Natural Heal Ministries, we teach kingdom principles for living that brings the blessing of God to your mind, body, and soul.
NHM Professional Associates are located at number 10 Moody Stewart Street, Monrepos, San Fernando. For more info, contact Dr. Desmond Phillip at NHM on 349-3494.
NHM Professional Associates can be heard live on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 9:05 to 9:55 a.m.
Come talk with us. Realest news, hard talk, real talk on the street. 919 FM.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. So we're getting ready to leave in a while. It's 8:41, and you know at 5 to 8 we leave these shores. All right, so we make way for the other announcers. So Trinidad and Tobago, again, we have Mr. Esmond Ford, the candidate for the constituency of Tunapuna in the upcoming elections on August 10th, 2020 in Trinidad and Tobago. And if you're now tuning, you miss real information. So I can ask you to go back on the Facebook page if you're now tuning in. Street 919 FM on Facebook. Street live stream on YouTube, Iwer TV on YouTube. You'll just scroll back and you'll get the whole program if you miss anything.
Well said.
Yes. So, Mr. Ford, you have anything else you want to tell your constituents of Tunapuna?
Not only the constituents, but I think, I want to go outside of Tunapuna and go to Trinidad and Tobago. We came in 2015 under Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley when we won the election. We voted against corruption and everything in bad practicing. Everything was haywire. Right? We came in, we were able to stabilize the economy.
Yes.
We stayed away from the IMF.
Yes.
We were able to do much with little. We were able to, put us back on a good footing. 2018 came. Remember the October 2018, the flood and the set of thing, Again, under Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, we managed the crisis, right? We could look back at Petrotrin and say, well, look, how did we dealt with it in order to ensure that we cushion, the breakaway from Petrotrin. And then up came COVID. And we are during this COVID time, and, we are alive. Antigua just got 119 cases again. Brazil is out the window. USA is out the window. Those borders, we have to care those borders. We cannot rush to open them, right? And we need to ensure that we follow the guidelines of the Ministry of Health. Terence Yalsing and his team doing an excellent job, right? The CMO and, Dr. Paris Ram, excellent frontline workers. So I think we need to ensure that we, don't let things get out of hand with this COVID-19 coronavirus. We are number one, thank God, but we still need to ensure that we do our part. Wear our masks, keep our social distancing, wash our hands, sanitize, and, let's follow the instructions.
That's right.
I think it's important that, we know that.
So we're going back and take a couple calls. Caller, good morning.
God bless you, Miss Sharon.
Good morning, Miss Gloria.
Mr. Ford, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Gloria.
I am Miss Persia's welfare officer of Party Group 7.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you something this morning, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You are going to win your seat. 1, 2, you will become a minister. I, Gloria, will tell Miss Sharon.
Yes, ma'am.
You played the mark yesterday?
Girl, I ain't playing no mark. I leave here and I'm going up the road because it's bacchanal. I had to hurry to go here. I forget until I get a text. Sharon, you play the mark, you must play for plenty money. Hear me? Oh, good.
I asked if you play the mark. Hear me, Sam. What she never get oh gosh. Woman who does wake up now.
Zina?
Yeah. Oh God, Miss Garage, you want to be man here now. a fellow working doing some work in the hospital. So yeah, oh God, auntie, you tell me. When I see the thing, I rather like it.
Well, let me tell you, you see me? We play it, we talk it, Esmond, 30, 11. They say 30 for PNM 11. And I say, oh, Scott, when I eat the cover. So I'm jamming that. The 30 play. Well, yeah, I'm going and play the 11 today.
Yeah, you could go with that, I go with that, because here what now? I'll tell you. And what happened? They have a place again, $35 to one. Well, Miss Gloria, I get $175.
Well, all you're supposed to be bringing some money and giving me because I give all of the capiche.
Mommy Sharon, you were talking to my friend about me, right? If I said 30 to 11, see how we say it. So then after we show you,
I formulated.
Right, but then you say, so hear me, oh God, boy. Then she said, God, auntie, tell me to play the market, but that 11 coming. That 11 coming. So, Mr. Ford, my dear.
Thank you.
I wish you all the success,
yes.
God blessing.
Yes.
I am praying for every one of you. And I tell me, Sharon, 30 to 11, Makela Panic. Bye-bye, Kamala.
Bring out everybody to
Goodbye.
vote on August 10th. Very important.
I Sharon, girl, my house. I have a PNM plan, but there's 3 houses, so they can't see that I put by my window.
Great.
Have a blessed day.
Okay, my darling.
Love you all.
Love you too.
Thank you.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sharon and Mr. Ford.
Yes, good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Cheryl here.
Cheryl, okay.
Tunapuna.
Okay. All right, I'll say no more, Cheryl. Okay, I got you.
Oh God,
how the mass making going?
Well, I have our next set on the machine.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Good to hear you, man.
Yes, thank you.
Yes,
Thanks for all the things that you're doing within the Tudapuna area. Sure.
Much appreciated.
Yes, thank you very much, Cheryl. Nice,
all
thanks
right,
for calling. Appreciate.
Yes, you're welcome.
Nice.
Okay, my darling.
Okay, lovely.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And good morning, Mr. Ford.
Good morning to you also.
Mr. Ford, and you know Miss Benjamin very good.
Benjamin.
Yes. Rocheline Benjamin.
Okay.
She is the manager of a certain establishment around your area.
Okay.
She gives her a very good name.
Thank you.
She said that you get a lot of employment for people in your area, in her establishment. I know her very much. She's my neighbor.
Okay.
And she tell me that she speaks very good about you.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, very, very good about the people in your area,
Sure.
how you assist them very much with jobs.
Yes.
She said that about you.
Yes, thank you very much.
But I am on Davide Omira.
Okay.
The mayor very well. She is
your
the person I have to vote for. Yes. I am around PNM since I'm 4 years old. So the days with Donald Grenado.
Okay.
Yes, since them days I was born and grown in Laventille. You understand?
Right.
So I am a PNM since I'm 4 years. I'm 68 years now. Going into 69. I still a PNM. Never jump ship.
Nice.
Okay, Mr. Ford?
Right. Thank you
All
very
God's
much.
blessing on you, my
you.
dear.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
One comment, Sharon, she made a very valid point here. Again, Ms. Benjamin has a human resource agency. So we refer persons for employment to her. Because, everybody believe, they want a government work. I want to work County. I want to work Sawa Laventille. I want to work Tunapuna Piako. But those regional corporations cannot take in everyone. So what we try to do is to send them to private institutions in order to create employment. The Mokoya Industrial Estate is in my area. So I communicate with all those companies there, Lensel, Bureau of Standards, MIC, and so on, to see if we could fit in any individual for employment in order to take the weight off the government agencies, which are not readily available at times.
Let me ask you a question. Seeing that you are, before being the candidate now, you were the member of parliament.
Yeah,
Do you feel more comfortable being the member of parliament, servicing your constituency, than being the member of parliament and a minister working out of a ministry? Tell me.
You see, one of the things...
Because let me tell you why I ask you that. From the time you sit here, the things you said to us is because you were able to be in your constituency very, very often.
100%.
And you keep connected with all your constituents, and you were able to feel some of the passion and the emotions and deal with it. So just asking.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
See, okay, again, I've never been a minister.
Right.
I can only, with discussions with my colleagues, how they perform, things like that as the case may be. But to me, Esmond Ford, the member of parliament, is the most critical position. Because I always used to tell my team, during these 5 years, we must be able to touch base with majority of persons. Because, they have this saying now. And I ain't seen my MP.
Mm-hmm.
Every 5 years, I see my MP. I find that comes across harsh. To me, that comes across harsh. So, again, sometimes you get the ministry and you get bogged down in the ministry because from what I understand is that the permanent secretary, the PS, is supposed to be the one running the ministry. But I don't know if sometimes some ministers probably get bogged down at the ministry. But the member of parliament is a critical position. It really puts you in the firing line at your constituency. So when I leave home, I go to my constituency, I go to an area. Deputy Speaker is once a week. Right? Deputy Speaker role is basically every Friday. Right? Every Friday or Wednesday and a Friday as the case may be. So I'm only in Port of Spain basically 2 days a week, or sometimes if I have a joint select committee meeting. But most of the time, 75% of the time, 80%, I'm in my constituency. So again, I'm not saying that, again, no hard feelings against any ministry. Again, but I think there must be a balance between your ministry and your member of parliament.
Or you
portfolio.
have a good working team.
That's it. Team.
If you have to operate in a ministry, you must have a good working team.
To ensure that they pick up the slack when you're at your ministry. Because most likely you may need to go to your ministry every day.
Mm-hmm.
But when you leave Tunapuna, you have a team saying who's substituting for Esmond. So when you see a light fix, you see your water leak fix, you see your pothole fix, it's not because you didn't see Esmond, but it's happening.
Thank you.
As I tell people, you don't need to see me. Once you see something happening in the community, hey, the MP doing something, the councillor doing something. And that's what it is about, not necessarily seeing me every day.
Well, Trinidad and Tobago, this is where we have to come to the end of our interview and our program. So I want to thank Mr. Esmond Ford for taking the opportunity to coming out. I know the morning is kind of critical, but at this time, when election bell ring, you have to be ready to go. Whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, you get a call, you have to jump out and do what you have to do. So Trinidad and Tobago, this is the man they call Mr. Esmond Ford.
And we're staying on board with Esmond Ford.
Woo,
2020.
You understand? So Trinidad and Tobago, this is where we want to leave it, but I want to leave you with the word potential.
Potential.
My potential for growth is unlimited.
Yeah.
In every stage of life and development, I evolve and express more and more of my divine nature. As I do, I learn to practice and more fully embody my spiritual qualities of love, peace, joy, and compassion. Looking back on some of my past choices, and I know Esmond know what they're talking about, may cause me to doubt my potential. But the divine blueprint within me or within us tells a different story. Like a tiny acorn, I carry within me the possibility of becoming a towering oak. I take in God's light as I pray. I receive nourishment through education, spiritual growth, and healthy relationship. I shower myself with love and care like water quenching a deep thirst. As I nurture my potential, I flourish and glow. The righteous flourish like the palm tree and grow like a cedar in Lebanon. They are planted in the house of Lord. They flourish in the courts of our God. Psalms 92:12. Esmond, I give you this.
Yes, potential.
I give you this word today.
Thank you. I accept it. Psalm 92:12-13. Yes,
right.
Potential. I accept it.
That's right. Thank you very much for
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
91.9 FM.
Of course, we wish you luck. I want to congratulate you in advance, becoming the next member of parliament for Tunapuna. Not St. Joseph, for Tunapuna. That's okay. We can deal with that. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
All right, my dear.
It's a pleasure being here.
Nice.
Thank you.
So we go on. I have to say it for Bruce. Ciao.
All will be fine. Look, we made the right choice every time. Still a job to be done and a race to be won, and we know we will win every time. Just keep the faith, heads up high. We're together in this, you and I. Yes, the job will be done and the race will be won, and we know we will win every
Day Talk. You talk. Come talk with us. On the street. 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
As the election race heats up, the UNC is turning up the temperature. Ready to govern, ready to lead, and ready with the best candidates.
After almost 5 years, almost $300 billion, more citizens are struggling to survive than ever before.
With political leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the leaders of tomorrow.
The UNC Master Plan has 5 interconnected guiding principles, which constitute our strategy for recovery, growth, and diversification.
Join our virtual campaign platform Thursday on this station. The United National Congress. Now is the time.
Paying for 4G and getting 2G? Come test drive always on 4G LTE. Switch